get this queued up.
Yeah, you know what's up. We ain't rolling yet. Hold up. That's set up. Hey.
Let's get it going.
World.
Why didn't we think of this before?
Yeah, you know?
I don't know. That's sick.
Is the volume
I
up?
could just use that. I can just re-download your footage and then edit it with the voice.
Yeah.
That's
dope.
You can download on Facebook?
Yeah. And YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, this one will be YouTube.
Straight
okay,
rips, yo. Thank God, technology is a beautiful
Figure it out.
thing.
Let me get this going.
What you acting blood? So that's YouTube.
Actually, no, we're going to stop that.
This
One
is
live.
Facebook.
What up?
Cheza's watching.
Cheza, what up, man? We're just getting this shit started.
Yeah.
Toronto Talks.
Go get this jet. Go get this jet.
We don't want to do that.
What you acting blood?
I like how 6ix9ine was in the video. I mean, like, they had no parts with him.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
True.
Like, Casanova was like, yeah, our beef is over, but I don't want to fuck with that dude.
I thought, yeah, their beef's over, right?
Yeah.
Casanova and 6ix9ine?
Yeah.
But is the
Okay.
beef ever really
Who knows?
There's
over?
some more shit now.
Paper men.
What's the Kanye now saying shit about Drake again? But he blames him for something.
Who, Cardi?
No, Kanye.
Oh,
So I guess it came off of that interview he was doing.
of course it did.
Oh well.
I'm never good in the picture on YouTube, man.
Hey.
Shout out all the people that we got people waving. We're just getting
Nah,
started.
nah.
If you want, you got to wave back. You got to monitor.
I got a
Facebook.
monitor?
Yeah, you're the Facebook
I like
monitor.
this view much better. I can see you all instead of hopping live to live.
Yeah. All right.
Yo, Cheza, my man. Welcome to the Shot Club. Yo, so we could probably get
Shout out
this
to
wrong.
Shop. They got a tour going on. I just saw that. Congratulations, you guys got a tour going on, and
Yeah.
congratulations, Matchbox Tattoos for their 1-year anniversary.
Word?
Big fucking things, man. Shout out the homies.
Yo, so we're gonna get this thing really popping right now.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's the 10 crack commandments.
1.
Yeah.
It's
2,
advertised.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Shout out to Public Enemy.
10. Yeah, Chuck D, best vocalist of all time, hip hop.
You think so?
Illest voice in hip
You
hop.
think Chuck D's the illest vocalist in hip hop of all time?
I've
I've had this conversation with a few people.
I don't-
voice.
This is gonna be
Illest voice in hip hop.
Ooh,
man. We're gonna have a long conversation just based on this one.
Okay. Who you
I
say?
can't say. It's hard because there's a lot.
Go a little closer.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, I can turn you up too.
Alright, cool. There's a lot.
Ooh.
There's a lot of people.
Man,
with
because
dope
you can throw in
voices.
Busta. You definitely Busta Rhymes.
But
Busta's got an ill voice.
Melly Mel.
Melly Mel's
Yeah.
voice, yo, he might have one of the
Okay.
illest, like, normal voices.
Before you even say like that Chuck D's got the illest voice, have you ever heard the story of why his voice booms so fucking loud?
Yeah, I have. I can't remember if it was you that told me that.
Yeah,
or if
it was because early performance they were doing in a club. Melly Mel was outside and he was like, "Yo, you guys fucking suck!" And he started rapping. He's like, "I can't hear you." So Chuck was like, "Oh shit!" Like Melly fucking cussed me out, and you could hear him in the audience just talking. So Chuck went back and just started practicing so much.
That's
vocal
dope.
projection.
Yeah,
That's
he
dope.
learned his vocal projection because of Melly
that's dope.
calling him out.
So Melly wins that
Yeah, maybe
because
Melly
he
Mel's
told
a
he
contender.
told him to be better.
Yo, Melly Mel is an ill vocalist,
You
though.
know?
Like, his voice is...
Yeah, Mel's
It's
dope.
crazy how, like... And with, like, I don't know if you guys watch the evolution of hip-hop. It's super
Yeah.
dope.
Shout
It's
out
like
to
a bunch of shit you already know, but then you learn kind of cool nuances
Yeah,
and things
yeah.
in between and, like, through, like, little interviews that you didn't know. You're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, little diddy bops and shit.
Yeah, but it's super dope. I can't even remember how I was gonna relate it to this whole story now. Something about Chuck D, Public Enemy, something.
The evolution of hip hop. Shout out Shadrick
vocalist.
regardless.
Oh, just Melly Mel. When you
Yeah.
seen when the message dropped and you seen that placement in history,
Yeah.
you're just like, wow, like, because it really shows you in comparison. Like at the same time, you had like Looking for the Perfect Beat or like Planet Rock by
Yeah.
Bambaataa. You had Rappers
Yeah.
Delight was that cornball song that nobody in the hip hop community liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all Grandmaster Caz's rhymes, but it's like, then when you see when the message comes out, and you're just like, yo, like, this is like as early in hip hop as it actually like really gets,
Yeah.
like on record, like
Yeah.
Melly Mel and Grandmaster Flash, and you're like, and Melly Mel is like the message is one of the illest hip hop songs of all time.
Yeah, I can
Like
definitely
it
say
still
that.
stands up today. Like you can listen in 2018. And it's not like,
Yeah.
aside from like his flow, but that's like one song from that era where the flow doesn't even sound dated, even
Yeah.
though it still
Yeah.
is that same flow
Yeah.
that everyone was doing.
For sure.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
Because it's just the message is so powerful, and it's just like when you really see it in the perspective of the timeline, you know what I mean? Like you're just like, holy shit, like,
Well,
that
it
song
just
is
shows
so
you.
ahead of its time.
Is it ahead of its time, or does it just show you that it's the same shit back then, the same shit today? That what we think, is going on today is like, oh my God, we gotta panic, there's so much trouble going on. Really, it was the exact same shit as it was 30, 40 years ago. We still had, or the people back then still had the exact same problems, the exact same bills to pay, the exact same stresses, the exact same drugs
The
and
difference
gangs,
in that,
and
though,
they didn't have the internet.
New York even isn't as bad now as it was then. It might be bad for other reasons, but like that whole song just paints a picture of like a half-torn Bronx. You know what I mean? That looks like a military zone. It just paints that picture of like, when like Broadway or what is it? Yeah, it's Broadway, my bad. And like New York was just filled with like hookers. Or like fucking, like 41st, like Times Square, you go a block over where it's like, I don't know, I can't remember what it is now, but when I was there and like people were just like, oh yeah, like this whole strip used to be hookers. Like before Giuliani cleaned shit up, like but it paints that picture, like might be the illest opening in hip hop. Like, broken glass everywhere, people pissing on the stairs, they just don't care.
No, I feel you. It's definitely up there, and he definitely does have one of the most memorable voices in hip hop history. There's a few other people that I do think, like they're definitely up there. One person I would argue is ODB. Come on, ain't nobody ever gonna imitate. Ain't nobody ever gonna be able to pull off or do the things that he
did have an
with
ill
his
voice. Like lyrically, like, and I know I'll probably catch flack for this, but like lyrically, fucking ODB was ass.
What? Get the fuck out of here!
Oh man, come on.
Man, he was dope. He did his thing.
He swung through the tree. He swung through the trees like a salamander.
Hey man, he did his thing, man.
I've never seen a salamander swing through a tree, but when you find one, hit me up with that video.
Shit. I think salamanders live in the fucking water in the rocks, don't they?
Yeah, that was a weird. But you know what?
It's just because he was high as fuck.
That's how he is, man. Like I remember. That's
like ODB's ill. Like he's ill as like just being who he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd say like lyrically, man, like ODB, like no one ever mentions him in those conversations.
Nah, it was, it was his voice, his delivery, the way that he did things
that's
so
what made
unorthodox. KRS-One's got another really, really dope voice that,
He does.
Yeah.
But he's one that, like, can almost... It's almost like you, like, really... I don't know. It's hard to explain with KRS. Because I met a lot of people that think he sounds horrible, too.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Oh, he sounds like people who aren't educated on their hip-hop. It's, like, almost like more acquired taste in a sense, like...
What about Q?
Or, like, the flow is, like, dated. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it because I love KRS-One, but...
What about Q?
And I guess we're talking voice here now, anyway. But Cube's got a dope voice.
Yeah. So there's definitely a few up there with Melon.
Cube also a little overrated with the pen, in my personal opinion.
Get the fuck out of here. You're blasphemous, bro.
Nah, man.
You are blasphemous 100%.
Nah, he's a good storyteller, all that stuff, but Slick Rick was a better storyteller.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Shit,
all
no one can fuck with Slick.
You know what I mean? Like,
Slick was dope.
I'm just going on, like, when I say this stuff, I'm not talking about overall artists, obviously, right? I'm just talking about, like, lyrically.
Yeah. Hey, well, it is what it
Melly
is.
Mel was
Motherfuckers
nice
have their
Cube
opinions.
Maybe.
Think so?
I think it was like a very even comparison, at least, actually. I think like Melly Mel's like skill set sits around the same as like Ice Cube's.
Yeah, I could say.
Yeah, one could argue that, but I mean, like Cube used it in a way that's, I don't know. I get what you're saying. Cube doesn't really overcomplicate his lyrics in any way, shape, or form. Doesn't even overcomplicate his flow.
Nothing
but
at
what
all.
he does.
No,
with
he's
his,
ill. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love Cube.
Yeah.
I'm just
He uses his toolbox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He uses it very well. So
he does have a good voice in hip hop, though. I mean, like people argue, like your Lil Wayne's and Eazy-E.
Easy had a dope fucking voice, man. Shit.
I don't know, man.
He had a very, very unorthodox.
I don't know about all that. I'm not saying. I'm not saying, man. He wasn't intended to be a rapper.
No, but he wasn't intended to be a rapper. But these are the guys who, you know what I mean, because they're so uniquely themselves and because their voices are so uniquely different.
It makes them dope.
Yeah, it makes them more memorable. Be real.
Scarface has a dope voice.
Be real.
I wouldn't say he has a dope voice, but he has a very unique voice.
Be Real's, I was gonna say I wouldn't necessarily call it a dope voice. Q-Tip, another one I don't necessarily have.
It's just nasal
voice.
You know what I'm saying? They're going nasal. Him.
I'd rather like Eminem's nasal than Q-Tip's nasal.
What about Magoo?
Oh man, that's too much nasal. That's way I'm sorry. Like Oh, I don't fuck with Magoo. I never understood
Really?
Magoo. Yo, let's talk about the MCs in time. But yo, actually, let's get off this. But that's a conversation I want to get to. 'Cause I know there's at least a respected hatred for Silk the Shocker in the room.
Oh,
But,
my God. Yeah.
But
Another
Just
one
move
not
on from the
intended to be a
hip-hop,
rapper,
man.
possibly.
Yeah.
oh man, but voices in hip hop, yeah, man. I gotta give it to
Argue.
Chuck D.
Chuck
Do
D-
you mean
Chuck D
voices in
was-
terms of his voice or his message?
Like
No,
literally
voice.
Okay.
Vocals.
Yeah.
vocals, yeah, just his voice.
Yeah.
Chuck,
He's
Million-
another one who lyrically, like in Public Enemy is my favorite group, or
Mhm.
in the top 3. You know what I mean? But like, he's another one who like lyrically wasn't the dopest.
Yeah, no,
He was good
absolutely.
at conveying a message
Yeah.
and like making it rhyme, but that's like, you know, like an Ice Cube. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Kind of like.
Snoop. We didn't even.
Snoop is like the prime of that, and he's got dope voice. But after
Yeah.
his first like 2 albums, Snoop has been that artist as well too.
Yeah,
There was some
yeah.
slick shit on Doggy Style, like there was like, and every once in a while, like every 10 years or so, Snoop Dogg would drop a song, and like you'd be
Yeah.
like, whoa, I kind of forgot Snoop could spit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? He's just like, I
Go
never
back.
spit, but when I do spit, you gonna know I spit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, shout out to people watching. Who we got
Hey.
viewing, or someone left a message there?
Yo, yeah, Method Man as the dopest. Yeah, Method Man, that's yo. To me, yeah, it's between Method Man and Chuck D.
And he's got that lisp too,
Method
though. You
Man
know what
and
I'm
Chuck
saying?
D.
Meth got that
That
lisp, and he
lisp,
still
yeah.
makes it. He makes it work. Like
Yeah.
he puts it into his repertoire, and
Yeah.
it works well for him. So
Yo,
shout out.
yeah, Method Man.
Who said that? Who
hands
said
down.
meth?
David.
All right.
Oh,
shout out David. I don't know. I don't know which
Definition.
David. Oh, Def. Okay. Shout out Definition. Yeah. Okay. You said like the first names. I'm just like.
The lisp is what does it, yeah. Fucking hands down,
Absolutely.
hands down. Yeah, Method
Yeah,
Man
yeah,
actually
Meth is
might be
dope.
the nicest voice in hip hop.
Nice.
But it's
Yeah.
him and Chuck D.
Okay.
It's close. It's
Yeah,
close.
okay.
I would put Method over Chuck
Yeah?
in terms of voice, overall voice, but it's close.
I feel you.
Yeah. What about you?
Man, fuck. There's so many, but I'd have to honestly say, you know, maybe a Chuck, maybe a Snoop. You know,
Snoop does have a
just got
dope
that.
voice.
He's got a very dope voice, and maybe even a Biggie. If not a Biggie,
Yo,
Tupac.
we slept on Biggie.
And Pac.
Yeah.
And Pac. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pac's just, he's got
Yeah,
every
his
voice
voice
you
is-
want. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
His
Like,
voice
Pac's
is very
fine.
heavy.
Yeah.
Like you listen to when Pop
Yeah.
speaks.
Yeah.
But you see, and that's like an influence of Chuck D.
Mhm.
You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Because that was
Oh,
the
his
same
first
thing
tour,
with Chuck.
his first tour
Was
with
Public
Digital
Enemy.
Underground was Public Enemy, and they let him come out and,
Oh,
and
word,
rock,
eh?
rock
I didn't
like a
even know it
1 minute
was with
freestyle.
DE.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, like he met Jay-Z on that tour and stuff. I could be absolutely wrong, but that's just
Yeah.
like the lure and fucking Jeopardy knowledge I got
Man,
floating in my head and shit.
I gotta interview like Shock G or something, you know?
That'd be
That would be,
dope.
yeah, I could.
That'd be dope.
Like
He'd
Vlad
have
did it, but
stories.
he didn't really get like good shit.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
he interview Shock or he interviewed Money B?
Mhm.
And he
One of them.
like maybe Humpty and Shock G are the same person.
Yeah.
Nah, they different.
Are they?
No, fuck no, they're
I
the
was
same
gonna
person. Anybody in 2018 who believes that Humpty Hump and Shock G are two different
But you
people,
see them do different like
I'm just editing, bro.
I know, but it's like it's so trippy.
I feel you, man. I
But
feel
like
you. That's
like there
hilarious.
is a lure to it, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
but yeah, but I think he interviewed one of them as like in character. I'm not sure.
It would have been Hump then, because yeah.
Or it might have been Shock just as Shock.
When I remember that episode. It was
That episode.
Shock.
It was Shock.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, like I feel like you could have got a lot more cooler stories than
Yeah.
what you did.
Sometimes Vlad,
You just
Does
do
he-
bent up on asking about like trigger
yeah,
things. that
yeah,
for
and he
you.
doesn't. I used to love Vlad too,
Yeah.
but he's
Yeah.
so monotone and so like in the background, just asking questions. Like
Yeah.
at least be like, what's the guy's name again on CNN?
Oh, if DMX had better message, he would make movements. Such
But he definitely had a crazy voice.
DMX is one.
How did we
yeah.
forget about
Ah.
Oh my God! How did we forget about DMX?
X actually goes up.
That's why it's debatable, man.
Yeah, he goes up in there with the three of them. It's the
Ooh.
three
That's
of
his
them.
voice is crazy.
I was saying we could spend the whole episode
Just talking
debating
about
this shit,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Like, we can't do that, man.
No,
we can't
we
spend
gotta-
every episode
we'll move
debating
forward.
this hip hop, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's
With
that
great.
being
It's
said-
a good way to what's it called?
Segue.
Not even just to warm up the
Warm up.
segment,
Ah,
because
okay, I
some
got
of
you, I
the
got you.
things
Get
that
you
might
started,
come
get
out
you
of our
started.
mouths
I'm feeling
today.
Yeah. I told my nephew
I don't
wrestling
even know
last
what's
night.
gonna happen.
I told my nephew wrestling last night.
How was that?
That was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope. He loved it, man. We went to, we had 300 seats up in the ACC, and they upgraded us down to the 100 for free. So that was really cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, he's 7 years old. He loved it. It was pretty exciting. He likes the style and stuff. So that was pretty cool, man. Shout out all the wrestling fans. You know me. I'm a wrestling nerd. I want to shout out Specs Don because I know he went to Monday Night Raw. I saw the footage.
I like chilling Monday Night Raw. Watching me and Daniel at the Sky Dome, winning some town. I legit was 21 years old before I realized that made sense.
Yeah? You just didn't know what the rhyme meant.
I'm like,
what
the Sky Dome's always in town. That's the way it's worded, you know what I mean? I'm just like...
Yeah, Chocolate has a really kind of like, sometimes offbeat
I asked Danny about that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I noticed that when I was really young. I'm like, this guy's flow's a little off, but sometimes it works.
Yeah.
And
I liked it a lot more when I got older. When I was younger, I didn't rate that shit. As I got older, I was like...
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't rate Chocolate when I was younger. Yeah. I was like, I don't get this.
Then you got older.
And then I got older, I'm like, I get this.
Yeah, right?
I fucked with Shock.
Yeah, shout out Chocks, man. You're ahead of your time, man. I wasn't mature enough.
Yo, Shock G or Shock Claire?
Chocolate.
Who's winning the battle?
Chocolate for sure.
Yeah, he's beating Shock G.
I think so.
I don't even know if I heard Shock G like freestyle. Like I know that Shock's can throw it
he
out.
can spit it.
Yeah.
Then again, you never know, man. The guy's from Oakland. I'm sure he came up doing
too.
shit in the 80s, really killing it before. You know, he's been on fucking world tours forever, so I'm sure he knows.
He must be able to spit it.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get that battle happening.
Chocolate versus Shock G.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Call it shock therapy.
That would be definitely a weird battle, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That should be a thing for KOTV to set up.
Yeah, yo, get that. You can book them.
Yeah.
We'll holler at Organic and set that
wouldn't
up.
be the hardest battle to set up.
It would just be the weirdest battle. Like,
Oh yeah, that's so weird. But would you not tell me you're on YouTube one day and you see Shock G versus Shock Claire? You're not clicking that battle.
How
you're
awesome
like, yo, how the hell did this go down?
How awesome would that be if KOTD just started booking random old school acts like that have absolutely nothing to do with each other or battling to actually fucking battle each other and promoted that for like 6 months? Like, yo, we're gonna get Method Man versus
T.I.
versus exactly. Method Man, but Method Man already has a fucking battle show, so he's not coming out to do that. And
but
that's
it's kind of like that
that
battle show. That show was kind of dope.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
You know they stole it from KOTD though. They're just like, we're gonna get celebrities to do this shit. We're gonna jack.
I love the Jerry Springer. Was it Jerry Springer versus Ricky Lake?
Yeah.
That was dope.
No, there's a few episodes that are pretty dope. A few of them surprise me on there. You're like, holy shit, dude, you really fucking spit. Like,
I think it's all scripted, yo.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They're just reciting.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? That makes sense because I saw like the episode with the WWE girls and the fucking girls from Glow on Netflix, and the WWE girls were so offbeat that it was just like, kind of horrible. The Glow girls, you could tell, like, you guys can do this, not bad. But then on Glow, they have their little rap and shit they do on Glow anyways, so. It is what it is. But yeah, man, let's segue off the hip hop onto. Actually, let's stay with.
I gotta ask one more thing, just based on what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Wackest rappers.
Wow.
Most overrated. Most overrated.
Most overrated.
Silk the Shocker, number one on that
Silk
list.
the Shocker.
I gotta think about that. Because there's a lot. Almost every rapper with a little. That covers a lot of people.
Hey, Wayne's not bad.
I said a lot of them. I didn't say all of them.
You're right.
I didn't say all of them, but it
clears
clears all a bunch.
Remember Buddy Lee?
Buddy Lee, fuck no.
Buddy Lee.
You remember Buddy Lee?
Nah.
He was a white guy that was down with the locks.
Word.
I'm not even lying. Look him up. Google him right now. Buddy Lee.
And is he whack?
You know what? I'm not gonna say he was like 11, 12, and I'm like, this is the wackest hook ever. What the fuck's going on here? But they loved it. And I'm like, yo, is that the locks like bench pressing in the back of this guy's video and stuff? He was like,
say word.
Yo, if you ever watch like some of the locks videos and stuff, he's usually
was how we were putting it before.
Yeah.
Like the lyrics are whack, the flow's whack. Like I don't get it.
I would say, like, I would argue a lot of the No Limit squad back
Oh
in the day.
yeah.
X was dope.
Mia was dope.
Yeah.
Mia
Kind of is like already like got
so
that now.
what the fuck was that? What was up with Silk the Shocker? Like,
Alright, question then. You know, something shocker's so whack, man.
he got a rich brother.
What
he
the
lucked
fuck
out in
was
life,
up
man.
with that?
I'm curious,
For
you know,
real,
like,
man.
what was up with it? Like, you know, he was
I didn't
lucky
get that.
His brother was, you know, his
Oh,
brother
shit.
made that money and he, you know,
Yo,
did his thing. But,
I did not get Silk the Shocker.
But hey, man, make that money, Silk. Spend that money. Fuck. I wish I got that money that you made off this game, and you know what I'm saying. But I didn't. My brother ain't rich like yours, and I ain't mad at that. I gotta make that money for my brother to spend, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out to the Shocker. I don't think Ja Rule was that whack of a rapper, to be
got
completely honest with you. I think he got railroaded. I understand he had to be for 50 and he tried to blackball 50, so it's kind of karma coming back to bite him in the ass to get blackballed himself. But he wasn't whack. Go back and listen to the shit. Go back and listen to 50 shit.
Okay.
You know, 50 was clowning on him for a lot of that melodic stuff, and that's exactly what 50 does. You know what I mean? 50's formula is no different than what Ja Rule's formula was. And I'll be completely honest with you, TJ. So just like I know, if you were to go into the club right now and throw on a 15 or 20 minute Ja Rule set of all the hits he did with Lil Mo and Jennifer Lopez and all those people will go absolutely crazy for that Ja Rule set.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people try to railroad that. Another whack one, you know, you could argue is Puffy. You know, I never liked Puffy as a rapper, but same fucking thing. I could throw on a 20-minute Puffy set and people will go apeshit. And the same people that hated Puffy 20 years ago are the same ones that'll be the first on the floor to be like, oh my god, yo, this set's dope. And they'll know every single word to every Puffy track and, you know, every Mace track that you throw on. So, you know, it's hard, man. It's hard to say, like, who's whack. My boy was saying Nori the other day, and I'm like, hell no, Noriega is not a whack rapper. If it wasn't for Noriega, I don't think Pharrell would be as big as Pharrell is.
Because,
you know, Nori kind of made Pharrell's career.
All right, so
I do not think Nori's a whack rapper.
Okay.
Drop your story, man.
This is the conversation exactly I was actually looking to hear.
To say Noriega,
looking to have. No, but like this exact one. Yeah. So we're not talking about like the wackest rappers of all time.
It's just like the ones that were super whack and made so much money that it was just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Your phone's ringing.
I know, what the
Yeah. Alright. Who's super successful where, you know, you didn't believe that they get that successful?
Okay.
I would say right now, she's not whack, but Cardi B. I did not expect Cardi B to be this successful.
But I seen it.
I thought One Hit Wonder, to be completely honest.
I already know a lot of her older records.
Yeah.
They were good too.
Okay.
And I think if they came out now,
they would blow?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think it's just that she's the one positioned to place Nicki Minaj, and because the industry was kind of looking for that? Or?
Not because of that.
Okay.
Just because she
what the comments saying over
Number
there?
one is what's it called?
It just said Jazz Soft.
Okay.
The Love and Hip Hop thing was one.
Yeah.
And then the fact she does so much comical shit on Instagram alone.
Speak.
Before Bodak Yellow came out, so that she already had people's.
So she was playing it up. She's
I was into her more than into her fucking shit she was saying.
Okay.
Than her before Bodak Yellow came out.
Well, speaking of this shit she's saying, you know, we're just talking about rappers at the moment, non-political. But segue into some political now that we're speaking about Cardi B. Did you? Well, actually, you saw it. So let's ask y'all. Did any of you guys see the skit that Cardi B made? The Real Housewives of the Civil Rights Movement?
I heard of it, but I didn't.
Interesting.
Well, you know what's funny?
A little fucked up.
Prior to this, there was another thing that came out of her being racist against Mexicans and blah, blah, blah.
Last week,
I didn't look into that.
Right?
So,
I don't really
she did some questionable things in the past.
Isn't she like?
When you actually look at the content, I had told somebody that someone said, "Oh, she's Puerto Rican." I'm like, nah, she's Dominican and Trinidadian. So, doesn't matter. Like, the point is this: what did she really say? I didn't see what she said. Just like
what did she say?
Just like the civil rights thing.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I'm like, this is bullshit, but I'm not gonna get mad about it.
Yeah.
It's not that serious. If Martin Luther King, if he did what people said he did,
which is
Man, they're saying he was a whore. He was fucking down girls.
Okay, well, hold on.
Can you not be a whore but be righteous?
Exactly, but it is well known. It's well known that it's well known that MLK was, he was out there getting getting his swerve on, like MLK. No diss to him, but he was out there doing what he was doing. But like Maloney said, can you not get your, unfortunately he might have had that personal flaw, but he was still a great human being.
Is it a flaw though?
He was married, he was a pastor, so he's supposed to be loyal to his wife.
He's a pastor.
Right? So he's supposed to be loyal to his wife, but it doesn't negate the greatness of who he is as a man, saying, just because he was out there getting his swerve on. If anything, it just humanizes him more so than anything, which I think people should look at and be like, okay, well, I can relate to him a lot more. He was a human. He had flaws. He wasn't just this super human being who did everything right.
Nobody's full out righteous.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, people think, like, Martin Luther King, like, they always think, like, oh, he was the perfect person. He would come and just, he wouldn't disrupt stuff, and he would just make these speeches, and everyone would understand. No, he would come to disrupt shit. He would come to be...
That's why they hated him.
A rebel-rouser, you know what I'm saying? But he was known to actually kind of get his
a leader's gonna get something for nothing.
Absolutely.
Like, even Elijah Muhammad.
Absolutely.
What happened with him?
Oh, yeah, that's why Malcolm kind of dipped, you know what I'm saying?
And Malcolm, before he became the devout nation of Islam, he was a piece of shit too.
He was Malcolm Red.
Yeah.
He was Red, yeah.
He was a piece of shit. And I have a friend that argues that even when he became righteous, he still was kind of up to no good. No, the FBI actually, if you kind of like read some of the stuff, what they said was the FBI had a file on Martin Luther King and his cheating on his wife. That's like an arm, like a file that's just like arm long, you know what I'm saying? Whereas Malcolm, from the point he came out of jail, they had nothing on him. They couldn't do nothing. They had no dirt on this guy. They could not find 1 ounce of dirt that they could incriminate him. What I'm saying is, and this is something like debate me and my boy got into.
Yeah.
He feels that even though when he cleaned up himself, the way he conducted things, he still conducted it as a gangster, hustler, whatever.
Oh, okay.
That's more. But who doesn't?
Who doesn't approach any organization and say, I'm going to conduct it in some type of gangster?
But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, he's basically saying he's not as righteous as people think he is.
Okay.
Regardless if the FBI didn't have nothing on him or not.
It's like he was like skimming off the top type thing, and no one could catch him or something.
It's something to have a longer conversation about. And
I feel you.
He's coming from what he learned from within the Nation of Islam.
But regardless, back to that actual skit, it was kind of a little cringy. I cringed a little bit. It was cringeworthy, that skit. So check it out if you haven't seen the skit, the Cardi B, real wives of the civil rights movement, skit. She apologized for it, but yeah, man, Martin Luther King was known to get his swerve on, man. That's not nothing that we don't already know. But his family, I guess it's his kids would have seen that, or his grandkids would have seen that and be like, "Ooh, that's."
Well, they should have told them that. Stop hiding shit. Like the same thing happened with Kim Kardashian the other day. She was on the radio, and she brought up that her daughter asked, "Why are we famous?" She had to give a PG whatever rating.
I mean, it's been a while.
Conversation with his daughter about
why. Get the fuck out of here!
That was my reaction. I was like, I should show you what she said, man. But basically, she said, we're famous because we're on TV. No, you're not famous because you're on TV. You're famous because you had a sex tape with Ray J.
And Ray J.
And when she finds that shit out,
craziest thing, like
when she finds that out,
Ray J.
Well, her stepdad is an Olympic hero. Like he did win 10 medals or something. But
I'd say Vanilla Ice to this day is currently more popular than Ray J.
Yeah.
And
think about it. I don't think Ray J was ever as popular as Vanilla Ice.
No,
ever was. Vanilla Ice was a phenomenon.
Yeah, come on, that guy's still living off of Ice Ice Baby, regardless of how much he had to pay out the ass.
It's just crazy. Could you imagine someone making a career off being the biggest media people who do fucking nothing?
Yeah.
And what plateaued you to this position for people to even care what you're doing was you had a sex tape with Vanilla Ice. Now downgrade that a few levels.
To Ray J. and then Kanye married her.
Like, come on, that's crazy.
It wasn't even that Kanye married her. She
Like,
had Reggie Bush.
and
More
then
people
and
know
she had
who
Chris
Ray J
Humphries,
is
yeah.
and
because
then Kanye.
like more people know who Ray J is because of the sex video than his own music career. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
like it's
That's
crazy.
how-
Ray J doesn't suck as an artist.
No, he doesn't.
Yo,
Fuck boy.
Ray J's
I
gonna
still-
die one day,
I
and
still
on
fuck
his
with Wait a Minute.
Ray J's gonna pass away, and his fucking epitaph on his tombstone is gonna say, "I made Kim Kardashian famous."
Like Andrew Jackson, I killed the bank.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
one bold statement of your fucking existence.
Man,
Shout out Ray J,
I
man.
made Kim Kardashian.
I
Shout out
really
fucking
feel
Ray J.
sorry for those kids when they get older. Jesus Christ.
Oh, right?
I cannot believe that you actually said that. She said that. That's
No,
crazy.
because it was
Yeah,
in an interview.
I seen that, I seen
yeah,
that.
I was dying, bro.
Oh man,
Lil'
well,
Kim.
shout out Nori West and what's the other kid's name? Chicago West, and shout out them having to learn what they're
But
what
they're
they're-
going to learn. Like,
Yeah.
they're only getting the clean version.
Oh man, that's crazy. You know what's fucking crazy though? Is this world is so messed up that in 20 years we can see Kim Kardashian running for the president of the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? Like I can fully see that. We live in a society today that's so celebrity driven that 20 years from now she's probably gonna run. Like if we haven't had a lady president in the United States of America,
It's gonna
she
be-
might be the first female president in the United States of America. That's crazy. Fucking Kanye
Oh,
West.
he's talking to Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
as
Kanye
president.
West will be the first husband of the fucking White House. But no, I think we live in such a crazy
Might
society
be
that
a far pitch from where he's at right now
that
already.
Ray J's sex tape could have propelled this woman to the fucking White House.
Can you imagine? Like Ray J's sex video can change the course of the world. Like
Listen.
if people think you're bugging if you say the butterfly effect exists.
Oh shit!
That is a direct example
Mandela
of the butterfly
yeah.
effect.
The Mandela effect.
Cause and
or something like-
effect.
Oh,
You can walk outside and cross the street, and the
Yeah.
car have to swerve, and that could change the whole course of history.
and it was all because of Ray J's dick.
No, but I mean, like, that's how small of a thing you have to do. You have to be Ray J and make a sex video.
But
you know what I
that's-
mean?
yeah,
Like,
that's
you can
exactly-
literally go outside and step on a butterfly,
Yeah.
and like that could change the course of history.
Yeah.
Things like some person that's an idiot
Yeah.
20 times worse than Trump becomes president.
Yeah.
He's like some famous B actor in 10
And
years.
somehow because
and like
of this
it's
sex
because
tape
you
with
stepped
Ray
on
J.
this fucking butterfly. You know what I mean? Like that's what Ray J's sex tape shows.
Yeah, Ray J's sex tape is gonna propel Kim Kardashian. to
There's
the
hope out there,
president. That's
kids.
the
There's
butterfly.
hope.
Crazy.
Yeah.
There's hope out there.
You too might be the next Ray J sex tape. I don't know.
Anybody can do anything.
That's crazy.
Never stop following your dreams.
Like, it wasn't his dream to
Who
bang
said
her?
that?
Who's
I feel like Governor said it. Who said that?
I said,
I feel like that was a comment from Governor. So that's crazy.
no, I just said that. Yo.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm
Never stop
wild
owning
right
it.
now, man. I'm wild.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yo,
Shout out Ray J.
Ray J having sex in a video changed the course of history.
And it didn't do
Just
shit
clap.
for him.
Just clap. for
That's the
Ray
worst
J.
part about it.
It ruined
Ray
his
J.
career. Man.
Hey, well, like I said,
It did nothing for him.
Whatever
Nope.
career he had prior to that.
he was Randy's brother.
Yeah.
That was his career.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he won 2 records.
exactly.
Yeah, won 2 hot
Suge Knight's
records.
homeboy.
Won 2 hot records.
Yeah. I feel you. You know what? I have a feeling he probably wrote a lot of music for a lot of people and probably produced a lot of shit. And I'm sure we can
Possibly.
Google it, but I just don't.
Yeah, he's
I
like
don't
the
know.
laughing
I just
stock.
know his best song, in my opinion, was produced by the Neptunes. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, dude.
That's a
Neptunes-
Wait a Minute joint, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And Lil Kim.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a big record. So.
Right. That was a big record. Okay.
Kim was hot back then
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Before she became.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
kind of.
I'm still trying to get that Lil Kim interview. So yo, I'm fucking with Lil Kim. Yo, you look good
Yeah.
regardless. Man.
Ah! You gotta play politics?
Maloney. Shut up, little Kim. I mean, listen. I loved you, what you look like.
Yeah, you were beautiful
and
back then. I don't know what you
beautiful
did.
back then. You're still a dope rapper, but yeah, you know, there was nothing wrong with the way you were, Lil Kim. And shout out
Just
to all
saying
the
that-
dark women out there. There's nothing wrong with being dark. There's nothing wrong with being light. There's nothing wrong with being medium. Yo, love your skin. Stop
Yeah.
the skin bleaching. Fuck all that
Word.
shit. You know, like love yourself. You know?
That's it.
You're born one way. You know what I'm saying? Like people go
Why you
outside to get
skin
tans. and-
bleaching? I'm
Trying to get a
taking
tan, right?
tanning.
Is what it is.
I got that Donald Trump skin going on right now. I'm just playing. I'll
That
spray
orange
tan.
shit.
I'll spray tan. That'll become like a thing if I say that.
You know what? I knew some girls that, know some girls that do that. I used to work with a few and whatnot. It was always kind of weird to me. It's like, just go to a tanning bed, kind of. I know one girl that would go to a tanning bed.
You
and
look
she kind
like
of had like
Bud
leathery
Light
skin.
guy.
Kind of. It gives them leathery skin, man. Like, don't do that. It ages you way too fast.
Yeah, it's worse than crack. Tanning beds and crack cocaine.
That would be a hell of a combo.
Oh shit! Have you ever seen those meth heads that you can tell actually like go tanning still, and they just look so fucking bad?
No.
Yo, you never seen like there's pictures on the internet of like meth heads and shit, and like you can tell that like they got their they get the tan shit on. So you know what I mean? And holy fuck.
The breakdown of like meth addicts over time is just fucking nuts.
That's like two negative forces working towards you.
Yeah. No, dude, that's one drug that like it fucks people up so fast. Like you see the pictures of people who've been arrested multiple times for meth, and it's like over a period of 18 months they go from like, I look like a normal person to like, goddamn, Skeletor's in the building.
Yeah.
It's like Jesus Christ.
Goddamn, Skeletor's in the building.
Yeah, dude, and they get so fucked up. Like they lose their hair, their teeth. They have a million zits and pox on their face, and like, what happened to you? Like, meth did that? 18 months? Like, fuck. That looks horrible. That's a drug that I don't ever
That's
in my
no
life
sense past the method.
Never want to try fucking meth. That's crazy, man. I don't know where Maloney keeps disappearing to. You see him in the background. He just keeps getting up and stuff, wondering out. But we having a good time. It's Turono Talks. It's episode number 4. We up in the building. Shout out everybody that is tuning in, has tuned in, and will tune in at some point in time.
Let's make some fucking noise for Alicia bringing the battery for the
Absolutely.
camera.
Thank you very much. Hey. We need to get blowhorns. Shout out Drink Champs. We'll get those fucking horns. Shout out those dudes, man. You know what? I want to say rest in peace to Combat Jack, because his was probably one of the first hip-hop podcasts I really started tuning into. But what are some of you guys' like favorite podcasts? Hip-hop related, non-hip-hop related. What are some of your favorite podcasts? Let us know out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this podcast game's taking off.
It is. I fucks with Joe Budden's podcast.
Okay.
And like, especially in the last like little bit. Like at first I was like, it's alright, but I was more into everyday struggle and shit.
Yeah.
No, like Budden's podcast is fire right now. Like, yo, Rory with the vignettes. That shit's so hilarious. Like, and just like the way they clown with each other, you know what I mean? Like, it's literally like become like as soon as you get to know them.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking hilarious, man.
It's just the characters and get to know them.
Yeah, like Malls with Barbie and like.
I gotta start watching the Budden podcast.
Every time I do watch it, those guys barely say anything. So I don't really get that. I have to watch it more often. But
what else? What else other than Budden's?
That one's the one I'm really fucking with. I mean, Rappaport's got kind of a dope.
Rappaport's isn't bad. I've listened to it a few times.
He's alright. Drink Champs I like. It's just too like
disorganized sometimes.
Yeah, it's just like it's chaos.
Yeah.
Sometimes the chaos is dope, but sometimes I'm like, damn, yo, like. That's some chaos.
I kind of understand it though, because we're learning how to do this, the three of us right now. So I understand the chaos is kind of the pacing.
Yeah.
You got to figure out the pacing between the people in the room.
Jeremiah said your mom's house.
Your mom's house. I don't even know which one that is. I hope that's a real podcast and not like an offhanded.
I know. I was almost like, I don't even know if I should drop that.
I know he's not. Listen, I'm gonna check that one out. Your mom's house. Okay. I'm big into I used to like the Nerdist with Chris Hardwick a lot because he'd have a lot of interesting guests, especially Neil deGrasse Tyson would come on there a lot, or a lot of actors, and they just talk a lot of whatever shit. And we live in a society where nerd culture isn't what it was 30 years ago.
Nerd culture controls the culture.
Kind of, right? So Nerdist is a big one. Drink Champs is definitely one's into. I really like this one, Wrestling One's Something to Wrestle With. Bruce Pritchard, really dope because they tell a lot of behind-the-scenes stories.
Okay.
The Michael Rappaport one, definitely check that out.
It's pretty dope. I like Lord Jamar's. I know
Lord Jamar's isn't bad.
Mike isn't a fan of it.
You know what? I'm not a huge fan, but I like the episode. No, it's not even close.
Okay.
He's so toned down on that show.
He kind of is compared to the Vlad interviews. He really, but it's his own product, so I see it.
It's because he's already talking about the shit he wants to talk about.
Right.
Yeah. And so unless Digga really like refutes something,
okay.
And she's kind of like on the same tip. Yeah. So like they really need that's what I think a good podcast needs is an opposition. Yeah. That's why even like when we're sitting here sometimes talking,
you got to debate it.
I just debate. I'll play devil's advocate. Do the same thing with Eddie G. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, because usually I'm a very opinionated person, but like doing podcasts and stuff, I learned kind of like you always got to play devil's advocate in every situation.
Just to keep the conversation going.
Just it's like there is two sides to every story too.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I think that's an important element. Like that's one thing that like Everyday Struggle had with Button. It is dope with Wayno. I think that
really dope
but.
Wayno.
Yeah, man.
I can't really get into academics though. Academics kind of weirds me out. You know, like I don't know. I don't know if he's trying to play like the straight guy or like he just always seems timid and
that's why Button,
and confused.
That's why Button was the good counterpart because like
he shook him up all the
listen.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a reference to him.
Academics represents the new school and like Button, you know, obviously represents like more the old
to me,
school.
Academics' whole approach to this and this whole trolling thing, it reminds me of a particular rapper. I won't necessarily name any names, but local Toronto dude, and the way he would antagonize certain people. There's someone who you know he might have got hit. You know what I'm saying? He might have got hit at some particular point in time. I don't have any names, but just the style.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Come on, man.
I think you guys I know who fit that profile.
I don't even want to diss. I just don't want to throw his name out there like that. But what I'm saying is just
I don't want to guess.
just the antagonizing style of it. You know what I'm saying?
He's not real.
His approach reminds me of.
I know you worked with him. You worked with him, so you know
kind
him.
of,
Yeah,
kind of,
but I've never
you know?
seen him as a troll. Because
it's kind of like he throws it out there, and then when you approach him, it's like
he runs off. Yeah, he runs off.
I just don't like that. You know what I mean? Like I just don't like that about academics.
Okay.
Stand behind what you say.
Yeah, you know, like, have some balls if you're gonna try to get this shit stirred up. At least Charlemagne will.
Definition said Button's whack.
Okay, Charlemagne though, you know what I'm saying? Like Charlemagne to me, he'll troll dudes and he'll kind of like
he'll own up to it.
He'll own up to it. At least in their face when they're in the studio, he'll be like, all right, whatever. You know, he'll own up to that shit.
Yeah,
you know
the baby
so
shit.
That's what I don't like about Ak is he doesn't own up to the shit that he starts.
Yeah,
if you're gonna start that shit, then own up to it, bro.
He does like the jump ship. He doesn't really know like, and that's why I don't really think. I don't know. It's good when you have someone on there who opposes it, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? So you can get two sides of the dialogue, but academics shouldn't. I don't know. I'm trying to get that academics placement. So do your thing, Playboy.
Do you guys check out his? But do you guys check out his own show, his academics, his reports?
I never watched it.
See, that's the thing is right. If you watch his reports, I find that's where he is himself.
We're talking
the
about
most
academics.
Right. But that stuff. Like
on the other shows,
I used to come across academics videos, because I would get trolled into watching them. Like that's how he became like who he is, because he trolled you. Like you thought you were actually watching like an interview clip that exposed some like.
Nah, it's him
Jay-Z says that he hates Beyonce, and then be like, "Yo, what's up, your man academics? Once again, you're listening." So when I seen this, it's just like boomeranged clips of music videos repeating back and forth, and he's just like giving a thesis on something that he knows nothing about. He's like Carcino for life.
Okay, so
you know Carcino.
I had to stop listening to Carcino, man.
Did you guys have academics on your Facebook? Like, did you guys somehow get added to like a page or maybe have?
I probably added myself.
I remember I had this dude and like forever and it was like academics. I'm like, is this academics the same dude? You know, whatever. And then when I started checking, I'm like, oh shit, this is the same like academics. But I had him for a long time, and I was just noticing, you know, a lot of weird shit he's posting. I'm like, how the fuck is this guy getting this stuff or whatever? And then he kind of blew to where he is. But
now he actually gets inside information because he knows like
so I'm saying that stuff that
but like back in the days, they're literally like troll videos.
I watched a lot of his shit
legit
before the Everyday Struggle, and I liked him before Everyday Struggle. Literally. Just because he was himself. He was his own platform. He can talk his own shit. He's like I said, he got catapulted into a world where he's just learning shit now.
Yeah, exactly.
And he doesn't know.
Yeah.
When he was on his own show, he was in his own world.
He's a fish out of water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. All right, well, Maloney, get that fucking interview from academics so we can figure out what's going on, goddammit. I don't want to fuck with your money. I'm sorry. Academics, I'm sorry, man. If I said anything negative, that was on my behalf. Don't put that on my man Maloney. Maloney's trying to get that money, and I support Maloney getting that money.
Hey.
That's what's up. Let's get that fucking paper.
Yeah, we trying to
That's it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got any of those Bud Lights?
Bud Lights?
One of those? You got the growers.
I got growers. I got another growers.
Actually, all right, cool. If you got another one, let me get one of those. What about we were talking about that Drake situation earlier, man. Like,
that chick Drake raped.
Hey,
Trolling, trolling.
Whoa.
Keep trolling.
Man,
Wow.
you're wild with it, bro. Listen,
Hey.
that's
It's a maybe.
Wow for the night.
defamation lawsuit right there with that comment, I believe.
Yeah.
You can get fucking sued for that.
The heavyweight.
But no, like, we don't know
I
if
can't
he-
rest.
We don't know
Love
if that's his
success,
girl or
we
if it's
can
not
run
his
it
girl.
all.
But apparently Drake is allegedly seeing an 18-year-old model.
Yeah, I was just
That's
joking
what
the
it is.
rape thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we get it. We get it. It was a rape joke. We get it. It's
Whoa.
kind of weird.
Yo, we're on. This show is officially over.
I stay away from
We're gonna have
those.
feminists that are hype for people just like, yo, boycotting already.
No,
They'll be
no,
outside
no.
with pickets.
No, let's engage the conversation. I would love to get some feminists in here, like some type of conversation going
Yeah.
on,
Yo,
different viewpoints.
Shout out
That's
to
the
the
point of the
feminists who
show.
want to come on the show and
Yeah,
talk.
yeah,
word.
man. Look, if anyone's out there watching, any females out there watching, they want to come and talk about some issues that they really feel affect them, like, by all means, hit us up. Let us know. Anybody that want to talk about any fucking issues,
Yeah.
hit us up and let us know, and we can talk about this shit. Come on the show, talk about this shit, set something up, like that.
Clowning a little more this
Yeah.
week than we have.
Kind of, but we're having fun. We're
And I
having
think that
fun.
the topic's kind of aimed that way too. Like, we're
Yeah.
not really talking about nothing too serious this week, at least not so far.
Yeah, man, we're trying to grow. It's summer's winding down, but we're trying to grow.
But,
we're trying to grow the audience and do what it is. But Drake dating the female,
18-year-old.
I'm not mad at it because to be honest, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But I could understand why a lot of people are mad at him for it.
It goes back to our conversation last week, right? I
Kinda
think it's just one
does.
of those things where it's like,
The 17 and 34-year-old.
how
Which this
how did
situation
Dave
isn't too
Chappelle
far
word it?
off, right?
I have no idea.
With the pit, oh man,
I didn't
With the
watch
R.
the
Kelly
is it? Is 15 really too young?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You know that, but the whole
Probably.
skit, what is it? Is it for what it's worth or whatever? And he goes into it, and then by the end, it's like it all
Yeah.
ties in. You know what I mean? But it's like talking about R. Kelly pissing
Got a
and like
comment there.
different things in the world
Yeah.
you can do.
Yeah.
Yes, definition says it is.
Okay, so
But
yes,
so,
15
but
is too young. Yes, we
that's
established that.
it was
Thank you.
rhetorical. It was the Dave Chappelle reference, but now I've had to break down where it came from. But
So I'm gonna
that's
chop
that's
up the
real
video and be like,
question.
I got these guys now.
But the real
Maloney
question,
said this.
the real question,
You can chop it up, edit it.
the real question at hand though is 18 too young for Drake?
Is it too
31.
young for anyone?
Listen, man, I don't necessarily think so. I think kind of in a way because what he's going to realize is they don't have a lot in common. She can't even get into certain bars if she's with him
So
in the
what?
United States of America. Let
So
alone
what?
get into a bar here
So
legally.
what?
But,
He can probably pull
Drake
some
will bring a
strings.
Duce.
Come
he
on.
might bring it to, he
He
might
can-
bring it
he
back
can
to the
be
condo
around-
and
what do you
private
call it?
parties and
You-
all that
He
stuff.
can
But
be
I think what
a
happens
hero.
is in that particular situation, eventually she'll probably realize I got more living to do. If they were ever serious, I doubt they're even serious. But if they were, she probably realize, okay, I got more living to do, or he'll realize she's just not where I need to be in life.
So when they break up, do we hope for a new Drake album?
Oh fuck, we've probably got a new Drake album on the way
Yeah,
right
he
now.
said
He's
in
writing about the
December.
relationship.
What's her name again?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Model.
Nameless, do you love me again?
Exactly. Nameless. Shout out Drake and all the women that he's loved. Cause yeah, he's
he's a
Drake.
playboy.
He is. He's the playboy.
Is that a
Um,
playboy though? If you fall for every chick you mash?
You know what? It's his tactic. Oh. You know what
I
though?
was just
Hold
about
on,
to
hold
say
on.
something and I had to pull back.
He's a Scorpio. He's a Scorpio. And I'm a Scorpio. So I get it.
Does
Scorpios
that
love.
make you a playboy though? Or does
Yo,
that make you a sucker for love?
Scorpios,
Well, we have to ask,
we're
Hugh
super
about that
emotional motherfuckers, man. I hate to use that
Why
word,
though?
but
Why?
Scorpios are super emotional.
Why are
people.
Scorpios?
Are you?
Yeah, absolutely,
emotional?
absolutely. Most of the Scorpios, and especially the ones that are born around my birthday,
Yeah.
absolutely emotional
Say the
people,
word.
man. Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Like I'm October 27th.
Is Drake a Scorpio though?
He's a
Yeah.
Scorpio, man. He's a Scorpio.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I think it's like his birthday's like the 30th of October or something, so he's a couple days after mine. But yeah, most of the guys I know, like
I'm
late
a
October,
Libra.
we're definitely
I'm
really
Libra,
emotional.
right
Here's
on
why.
the,
Here's
on the
why.
October 22nd
hold
and
on.
it changes on the 23rd.
Hold on. Let me break down this theory. I know exactly why Scorpios, especially ones, I guess all Scorpios, are very emotional people. Think about it. What happened 9 months before we were born? We are all, or majority of us, are the products of Valentine's Day.
Ah.
I can almost trace. I'm almost 100% sure that my conception happened on Valentine's Day.
Yo, Dustin just took it there. So
That's
yo.
an
That's why Scorpios are very emotional.
Wait, so I'm a Valentine's baby potentially? October
know.
22nd.
Very positive. You might have been a little bit early, almost a month early, but yeah. Same with me. I could have been like a couple weeks early, and you know what I mean. Like it kind of makes that sense. You know, Valentine's
Something
Day.
to ponder.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Your parents were so emotionally in tune at that time. I don't know, but Scorpios are
It was
really
a nice
interesting,
cool
man.
day.
Like
in February 22nd,
we're like
1989.
we're real loyal.
Both of my parents met each other in the park.
1989.
They shared a 40 ounce of Old English and proceeded to kiss to Van Morrison in the moonlight.
Some Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the jungle. They're getting it on, baby. There
That
you go.
night, my father decided, no, I will not hold back.
You did not pull
I
out.
am not gonna pull out.
Oh my
I am
God.
not going to pull out tonight. My pull-out game is not strong tonight.
Oh shit.
Universe,
He had
hold me down.
He had too much to drink that night.
And then 9 months later, I'd pop out of his stomach. Hi!
Right out. How's it going, guys? No condom podcast.
I didn't even know you're pregnant. Damn.
That's crazy. What we got over there? We got comments over there. Oh, that's fucked up, dude.
Dustin, stop this. That's a trip.
Yeah.
And Definition's laughing his ass off.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most Scorpios are Valentine's Day products.
That's crazy.
Maybe, you know, a couple days after Valentine's Day, the side girl on the 15th or something. Who the fuck knows?
Oh, shit.
Who knows? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Valentine's.
Yeah. That's what Scorpios.
Yo, actually, that's a good question. Do you have... Alright, so is your side chick deserving of, like, a Valentine's Day gift?
I'm not even going to answer that question because it sounds like you're trying to incriminate me on some shit that I don't want to get incriminated on. I'm smarter than that fucking question, bro.
Well,
Next
don't
question,
they have a
please.
special day of their own?
Listen, any
Don't
guy
they have a
out there
special day
watching,
of their
someone
own?
asks you a question like
I
that,
know Stoan will poke the bear.
No, I'm just saying, don't they have a special day of their own?
you try to set me up, bro.
Outside of Valentine's Day?
What, side girl day?
Yeah. Don't they have something special?
Yeah, it's called February 15th.
That's it. So they get whatever they get the
February 15th.
leftovers. They get the you know when you go to the Valentine's section and they're selling it for half price.
Yeah, that's what they get.
Yeah.
They get the cheap chocolates.
You get to take them out with a coupon.
Yeah, you know what March 14th is though, right?
The side blowjob day.
Side blowjob.
Side blowjob.
I don't know what a side blowjob.
Something like that. I don't know. Man. Some shit like that. Steak and blowjob.
Yeah, steak and blowjob.
Yeah, I know it had to do with a blowjob.
Oh, man.
Well, if you gotta wait a month to get a blowjob, then what do you do with your girl? Like,
Getting something on the side, I guess. Side blowjob.
Maybe that's like the dude who's got like the side chick with the side chick with the side chick with the side chick. That's like her Valentine's Day.
Oh my God.
You get March 14th, baby. I won't be back in town for another
side
month.
blowjob and side steak day. That's like, yeah, it's, you know,
That's like your side ting in like 3 cities away. That's
like
you're
a-
only at every
that's
once
like
in
a
a while.
back alley in a
You're like, yo, I
hamburger.
got you
but does
next
the
week.
15th even March?
Next
actually,
month.
14th of March actually go happen? Like, are women going out of their way making that happen? It's just a.
kind of.
Are they?
I've noticed for the last 10 years, it's kind of been something where it's like, oh shit. This
Yo,
is
your
taking
homie
work.
said the
Yeah.
side chick day is March 13th, steak and blowjob. Didn't you just say it was March 14th?
No. March 14th is steak and blowjob day, and
All right,
side girl day.
all right, so it's
is
a
supposed
battle
to be
of Jeremiah.
February. It's supposed to be February 15th.
Yo, we got a battle right here, Jeremiah versus Dustin Wareham right now. So yo, we
Oh,
gonna put the
shit.
gloves on these guys and
Ting,
we gonna
ting,
see
ting.
these two.
And
these
the
two
winner
box
gets
it
a
out.
steak and a blowjob.
Pause.
Yeah.
Why not?
Alright, listen.
Not,
Yeah,
not
but
from each other,
exactly.
from a
Who's
chick.
giving up the
Obviously from a
steak and who's
chick.
giving up the blowjob
Obviously,
though?
it's gonna be prepared by the keg, and then we'll get some girls from Hooters and whatever. They'll serve
Is
you.
it? Wait, the
Yeah.
Keg Mansion's only a couple blocks away from
Yeah.
Hooker Harvey's. You know what I mean? You can
Whatever,
just
you
you
steak
can get
from
it all
anywhere.
done
I'm
with
just
2
using the keg
blocks.
as an example.
Okay,
Hey.
This could be an
well,
event. This could be an event.
okay,
Yo,
well,
shout out to
like I
everyone
said,
that
I
hit
ain't
up
trying to
Harvey's
incriminate
for a
This conversation's going to like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta walk real carefully around these fucking waters.
Yo, we should just call this the eggshell show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're
Crushed
tiptoeing.
eggshells.
Absolutely in this episode.
We didn't even get into the meat of everything yet.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get that Burn Bridge money, so yo, I ain't saying nothing about eggs.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Wow. We didn't even get to the Well, you bring it up because I ain't gonna say it yet.
What the?
The. There's a lot of thes, but it's the.
Oh,
are you ready for the?
The sex doll brothel.
Oh, you went right in
I
there.
had to look into my phone.
You didn't even
for that
segue.
one.
You just dipped
That's
right
why I
in
said
your
let him
bag.
do it because he'll do
I
a better
looked
job
right into
saying
my
it than
phone.
me.
The sex doll brothel. This shit is wild. They
Yo,
want-
Jeremiah
so
said make side chick day 2 days. Fuck it.
okay. Well, you know, you're a brave man. I like the way you move, bro. That's my homie. He showed up. He was there at my show on Friday.
Oh,
PJ,
word.
So shout out
Yo,
Jeremiah.
sorry I
That's what's
missed
up.
that actually.
Hey, it is
I
what
forgot
it
it was
is. It's all
that day
good.
until the day of, and then you messaged me. I'm like, fuck.
Well, regardless, we're both going to be there on the 13th opening up for Snacks.
Yeah.
So, September 13th, Snack the Ripper, myself, this man, we're going to be opening up.
Yep.
And, you know what I'm saying? But let's talk about this fucking sex doll brothel shit. Like,
All right, well,
what the fuck is
do
up
you
with
want to do you want to catch the laughs on this one? But so we posted it in the group chat.
Yeah.
And like we already seen Stone post it, but then I just put it in the group chat so we wouldn't forget it. And as soon as I drop it, Dustin chimes in and he goes,
Oh, yeah, I'm like, fuck, I feel bad for whoever's got to clean those things. Hell no.
So I'm like, hopefully he gets paid well.
Hey,
$14 an hour and a block of beer.
And a fucking beer. Yo. Or you get to you get like a $5 credit towards
That's
building a sex doll fuck.
I want to send
So
a
how much
shout
is it
out.
charged? Like, cause you know what I mean? Like, it better be at
I think it's
half
You
the
can check the
price.
website or
Yeah,
something.
they say something like $400 for 3 hours or $600 for 3 hours or something. It's
Is it called Aura Dolls or something?
Or
I don't know. That
Aura
sounds
dolls,
kind of crazy.
something
like,
weird.
See,
But-
like I don't know that kind of escort talk. I only know half hour and hour. Who the fuck goes in for 3 hours? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Hooker Harvey's. That's like $100 right there, flat out, boom.
He's
You
gonna
know
be
what I mean?
pressing,
You are
go do it in the
revealing a
alley.
lot about yourself
Hold on.
today,
They
bro.
gotta-
I'm
they have
learning a
an
lot
actual
about my man
website.
Maloney.
Hey, I've never fucked a hooker,
They actually have a website.
but
for this shit.
I know this. You know,
What you call common knowledge.
Common day.
you went up and asked one time. You know, you're like, yo, how much?
I did. I was doing that when I was in
So-
grade 3 and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Grade 3 just
Work
worked. Yeah,
though,
you were in
'cause
Hartdale, so
the
I.
prostitute,
Okay.
you're on your way to school, back from school, to right on
I'm
the
not
corner.
shocked. I'm not
Yeah,
shocked.
Right on
street
Wynn
knowledge-
Avenue.
street
Yeah,
knowledge
I'm
is
not
an
shocked
important
at all.
knowledge. It's good to know what your pussy is.
This
It's
yo,
on the
check this
corner
out.
of
Check this
Church
out. Hold
and
on.
fucking
Hold on.
what,
Check this out.
Gerard, or-
Okay, so check this out. We're going to the sex doll thing, but before we even go into that, he's talking about going up to girls in grade 3 or whatever. So check this out. I'm in fucking grade 4. I moved to, from Mornell Court to Malvern.
Yeah.
And the first day I get into my house, because I have my mom's, my parents are divorced. So the first day I get to that house, I'm outside playing and I meet, these kids. And this one little Filipino kid, he's like, hey, da-da-da-da. I'm introducing him. He's like, what does your parents do? I tell him what my parents do. I'm like, yo, what does your parents do? He's like, my mom's a table dancer.
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
what the fuck's a table dancer? I'm like, yo, what's a table dancer?
Yo.
So, he breaks it down to me. He's like, she dances on tables.
Holy
Sometimes she
shit.
makes like $1,500, $2,000 a night.
Holy shit.
Dude, I'm 10 years old, so I'm like, okay, all right. Couple months go on. I
Jimmy
eventually
tells us where it's at.
they live right across the street from me.
Oh shit, so you
So-
peeking in the windows at night and
Not
shit
even,
like, yo,
not
what's
bro.
poppin' in here?
Bro, I get over to their house eventually, saying we want to play some video games. Yo, this woman has nudes of herself all over.
No.
I'm not lying to you. People do not believe, people didn't believe
That's
me in high
child
school or
abuse.
anything.
Wow.
Listen, people did
That
not
is
believe me
child
growing up.
abuse.
She had pictures of herself all over her house, all these nudes, whatever, right? So she had a life-size poster of herself in her bedroom, nude. And at nighttime, when it would get dark or whatever, on my street, I could sit there in my living room, look out my window, and the way her upper window was positioned, if she had her shades open, you could see this
What were you
life-size
doing looking in the room, though, after that time of
Bro,
night?
I'm walking down my block, I just look up and it's like, oh shit, there's
man.
another
Why
poster.
There's so many good
you're
side
looking
conversations
why?
off this story.
She had toys on toys. She would bring She was
Toys.
married. She was married.
So is this
How did you see all the
is
toys?
having yourself plastered up all over your walls naked and half naked and life size pictures of you, is that like the 90s Instagram?
That's exactly
is that
what it
before
was.
you had
That's what it
Instagram,
was. They were big
if you're a
swingers,
narcissist,
right?
you would just
Yeah.
post pictures of yourself all over the walls, kind of like Hitler in Germany.
That's what it was, because we didn't have Instagram or
Like-
nothing back then. If we had Instagram back
Your
then,
house
she was
is your...
now.
Never mind, I'm not going to go there.
Dude,
But-
if they had that now, she would have, I'm sure she would have been a little bit more in the industry. Because I remember one time there was even a film crew that went there and they'd filmed like some indie movie or whatever.
What
Like, it
kind
was
of
wild
movie? What
shit,
kind of
bro.
movie? Porn movie?
Yeah.
Table dancer. She was a. Oh,
She was on their
Are
swing.
people worried about dolls? Look, I seen people worried about dolls.
You were.
Worry about human beings
There
that are
you
doing
go.
this beside your house, where you live.
Listen,
Stop worrying about dogs.
Yeah. It was
Sorry.
a trip. It was a trip, and like a lot of people didn't believe me when I was telling them, "No, you're lying, bro. You're lying." I'd bring them to my house and be like, "Okay, listen, put them position in front of my house. Be like, all right, look right up, right there, and they would see the poster and be like, holy shit. Okay, you're not lying." But no, it was wild. It was
Nah,
wild.
use Instagram right there.
Yeah, but in your house and see all that shit. I'm like 10 years old, just like, wow.
I knew this would have been a convo.
By the time I'm 20,
shit.
by the time I was like 20, she's like trying to hit on me and stuff.
Oh,
So, okay,
Like, no, I'm
okay.
good, yo,
That- you
I'm
know that-
good.
okay.
I'm alright.
Remember
Stepping out the front door doing the two-step.
Yeah,
Hey, mom,
kinda.
what's up?
But yo,
Let's
remember
slide.
what
All
you're
right.
talking about? Mike Tyson knowing the girl when she was a kid. Like, so that see
Mike
that?
Tyson married his friend's daughter.
So like what she was doing, she was basically being a pedophile. Because you
Word.
wait till you got to a certain
Did
age.
that just come full circle, actually,
Yeah.
like this?
She had
That's
kids and
fucked
stuff.
up.
Though, so I don't know. It was weird. I mean, it must have been weird
so,
for her
and
kids.
we're mad at Drake?
It must have been weird for her kids.
not-
now.
Was this lady's allowed to have naked pictures of herself around her kids?
I don't fucking know. I'm not sure. Maybe.
And doing porno movies in the crib?
Well, I mean, I don't think the kids were necessarily there watching
But
while she was
still.
filming, but they had a film crew.
You worried about
like,
dolls? Dolls ain't doing shit but lying down.
Yeah, yo. It might actually be a better world with sex doll brothels.
It's just like weird. Just the concept of it's just weird, man. Like
That
sex
might
doll
that
brothels
might
is
make a good
fucking weird.
planet.
It might. It might
Maybe
really-
I'm gonna start I might start protesting this shit. Like I
It'll
might
help
go
those
get some
incels.
picket signs and go down to Nathan Phillips Square
Aye.
like every Saturday.
So listen, all you incels out there, I know hopefully none of our boys watching, but all the incels out there, if they exist or whatever, they got a sex fucking brothel,
We should go
sex
there.
doll brothel now coming up soon at Young and Shepherd.
I was just gonna
Yeah,
say
Young
promote
Finch.
it. Yo,
Is
give
it
him
Young
a plug.
Shepherd?
Young and Shepherd.
Give
Young
him a
and
plug. Let
Shepherd
him know where
and-
it's at.
You
Let
can
him know
go.
where it's
Where
at.
is this
I don't
address?
care.
I'm on the site right now. Hold on.
You can go have fun with some weird dolls. Jesus.
ah,
I don't know. I feel like it'd be like one of those.
Alright, hold on. We got the names here. So there's Anna.
Are we gonna show it?
We can.
It's not. It's they make posters and oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh
What am I
shit!
missing
I
here?
like
What
I
am I
love
missing?
Mike's
No,
reaction.
it's not-
I
it's
love the
nipples.
reaction.
It's
Oh shit!
nipples.
All right, so let's name.
Yeah.
We got Anna. What's
Okay,
Anna?
okay. Let the people see it.
All right,
What's
Maloney.
going
Maloney,
on.
explain.
This is when our
give the
show gets shut
definition.
down.
And we won't get shut down. Don't.
This show is over. They're gonna have. Oh man, these guys are on the internet and all this shit talking about sex dolls.
Hey,
I mean, if
freedom
you
of
can
speech.
access all this shit by the internet without us
Anyways,
talking
I
about
guess
it,
you
what's
can't
wrong
see it
with
from
us
a
talking
distance,
All
about
right,
it?
so Maloney,
Basically.
do you want to name the dolls and read the sentences? It says
Oh, I
Maloney?
would fucking love to.
All right, let's do this. Let's see what Maloney's got to say about these dolls. This is crazy. What a
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
What a time to be alive.
Wow.
Straight
So
up.
first, you have Anna. She's busty, romantic, and spontaneous. Next up, we have Erica.
Erica.
You see her there? She looks like a little kinky slut, doesn't she?
Whoa, okay, whoa.
She's young, gorgeous, and sweet. Then you have Harper. Apparently, whoever created the names of these were not in Canada very long, because if they were under the Stephen Harper regiment, they would never name a sex doll that. No one's going to that. Hands down, that's the least.
What's the name?
Like they're gonna replace Harper in a year because it's not getting enough play.
Harper? is the name?
Harper?
Yeah, Harper is number
Harper's
3
a
here.
doll.
Harper.
And she's the perfect girl next door. I'm telling you right now, ain't no
In your closet.
Is
She's the perfect girl in
ain't
your
no
closet.
Canadian man gonna fuck a doll named Harper. Facts. All right, so
Shout
what
out
we got
Harper.
next?
She needs some love, guys.
Next
There'll
we
be a
have-
20% discount on Harper in 3 months.
We have the the light-skinned and beach-blonded dyed hairs, Jasmine, the exotic-faced angel.
Jesus Christ.
The descriptions
Sorry, Freddie.
are selling points.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the description of the aura sex dolls at the sex doll brothel. It's coming out
Yo,
soon.
this is coming out soon, yo. To a
And we're not
brothel near
advocating
you.
for this. We're just
Horrible.
spitting facts.
You know what?
So don't get it twisted.
Yo, I advocate for it. Fuck
You
it.
know what? I don't
Yo,
care.
you want to fuck
I
a doll?
don't.
Fuck a doll, fam.
You know what? You know what we should do? Hold on. Guys. Seriously. You know what we should do? We should set up out front of it the opening date and watch guys come out doing the walk of shame.
Or just, yo, I wonder what that walk will be like though.
That's
Half
so
the time it's like a
weird.
dude cheating on his wife or something, you know what I mean, going to a prostitute. But
Oh, that walk
if
of
it's
shame
not an
down that
actual
street.
female and it's a doll, they might come out there walking like fucking John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever. You know what I mean? They might be sliding up the street like, whoa, I got no guilt on my conscience, just fucking proud.
Yeah, like,
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like,
okay.
Yeah. And is
This
it
might
consi-
save
Yo,
marriages.
is it considered cheating if you sleep
That's what I
with
want
a
to
sex
know.
doll?
Ladies, that's what I want to know. I need a woman to answer that question. Like, how do they feel about their husband
Yo, do
possibly
we
going
want
to
to
a
go to the
sex
last
doll
two
brothel?
dolls though?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, more.
Might as well. We went this far in. Fuck.
We'll get back to that question. Next we have a woman who will leave you in a web of her vagina. We have Scarlett. The absolute American dream. Yeah, definitely no one in Canada made this shit. A doll named Harper, American Dream, she's probably the hottest doll out of she's like top 3 right there. She's probably got the last play aside from Harper. People be like, I don't want no American Dream shit. The next you got Yuki. Is that how I spell it? Is that how I pronounce it? Yuki.
Sounds about right to me.
I-U-K-I.
Yep.
I'll spell it out. Disambiguation.
Yep. Japanese, I'm assuming, right?
Submissive. Innocent.
Oh my
Boy.
god.
Alright, yo, how's the doll playing with you?
Oh.
Imagination is the only thing that plays with the doll. So how the fuck is she play for
She has motorized fingers.
I don't fucking. I really feel bad for the janitors in this place,
Yo,
man.
maybe they can make the new Real House dolls of
Oh my
Toronto
God.
brothel.
Oh.
Yo, but you know the Young Shepherd area, there's a lot of fucked up shit up there. A long time ago, I wanted to get into that so-called industry.
Yes.
And I remember I went
The
to
sex doll industry?
Nah, man, the porn industry.
Okay.
This was in my 20s. I was
Okay.
young. I was
Okay.
stupid. So I said, you know what? You went in for an interview, and you know,
Where this at?
This is Young Shepherd area. They probably
Did
still
you
have
get
the
cast? Are you about to tell us you got cast and
No,
couched?
no.
Yo.
No, basically,
Mike
you
got cast and couched.
They
Go
get
in, buddy.
interviewed and they ask you, like, why do you want to get into this? And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I'm there and I'm whatever. And then I'm thinking about it. I go, honestly, if I do this, it's permanently on record.
Yeah.
That's not a smart thing to do. So I'm not going to do this.
Word.
But it was almost like I was on an episode of Married with Children. Like, literally, you're sitting there and then a girl comes and she sits there and...
So there is no Mike Stone porn.
No.
Oh,
Not
man.
that. But...
You got us
I'm just
real
saying.
excited. Pause.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, in and around that area, Young Shepherd has a history of stuff like this happening behind closed doors. And
Well,
so
yeah.
you're worried about dolls in your area?
Fuck
They've
that.
been making porno movies in that area for years.
dude.
I wish I knew what the people watching were thinking. Like, is it cool to have a sex doll brothel? I think it's perfectly fine. Like,
I
you
don't
know what I'm
care.
saying? I give a fuck less.
Yeah, I
You
couldn't
want to
give
go
a
nut in a
shit.
doll? Like, yo, take that guilt off your fucking conscience, married man. You know, all the power to you.
They gotta have signs in the rooms that say, please fucking pull out. Because if not, that's... Bro.
Yeah,
you
but
put that,
are you gonna
put a
pay
whole
$300 to fuck a doll for 3 hours and not be able to come into that leash?
Oh, man, that's...
Fuck that.
The whole notion. Has society changed this much that people can't go out and find a fucking date? Just can't be like, hey, man.
It is not bad, man.
Go out to a club, offer to buy a woman a
Who goes to
drink.
clubs
Say,
now?
hey,
Doesn't
man.
Rapley, what
They
up?
are.
Nut in a
Hey,
doll.
People still go out, but what I'm saying
Yeah.
is
Yo,
more
man.
people are in the clubs and they're on their phones.
People already
Yeah.
don't want to do that. That's why Tinder exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
Meeting
go to
people
fucking
doesn't mean-
Tinder.
Yeah, but Tinder's
But you know what?
whack.
If this will stop some of those angry young men.
Y'all been on Tinder?
Nah.
Briefly, I was like, this
Briefly?
sucks. I feel really, really
It's
horrible. This fucking sucks. And yeah, I just jumped off that
It's
shit
whack.
quick. I saw a bunch of people I knew on it.
I
Like a bunch
respect
of girls
it.
I know are just like, oh
Oh
shit,
yeah,
oh
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
oh shit.
Yo, every time I'd see a girl I knew, whether I was interested or not, I would just swipe right just so they knew I seen that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit,
I saw my sister.
you saw me out here. Oh word! All right, we're gonna pause with the Tinder talk then. Things could
But it's
slip.
open source.
Things
But
could
then, yo,
slip
when-
into a
but this
slippery
was
slope.
this was like 7 years ago, and I just laughed, and I'm like, yo, fuck this app. I turned Tinder off real quick. Like I'm not from that generation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Would you
Tinder
rather
and-
swipe Tinder or get the strap?
Again, you're leaning in a way where it's like, bro, what the fuck? Where these questions come from?
That was just a joke question.
Kind of.
Don't answer
But
that.
just, I knew the way you paused on that P. I'm like, yeah, he's going to the wrong place with this
Yeah.
one.
Go get the strap.
You got a rapist wit today, bro.
A rapist wit?
Yeah,
you fucking strap on?
No, it's just a phrase.
Biggie, fuck your ass. Fuck
No,
your ass with the broom, and
No,
I'm the
that's just a
rapist?
phrase. That's just a phrase. It means like you got a fast sense of humor today. Your wit's like really fast. It's just a phrase. Doesn't mean you actually got like.
That's a little more.
You're not rapey. It just means you got like a fucking.
I'm just in a fun mood today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
exactly
making
what that
everything a
phrase
joke.
means. At least I hope that's what it means.
Man, after people listen to this motherfucker, shit, we're not even done yet.
Yeah.
We didn't even start.
Let's actually talk about it though. Like the sex dolls. How do we feel about this?
I don't give a fuck.
I don't really care, but I do think it's kind of weird. Like personally, I think it's weird.
I'm like all the power to it.
I just want to see the walk of shame. I want to see these guys come on. Let's go and interview them.
Man, yo, let's place money on it. Because
Yeah.
I personally think you're gonna see more dudes walking out there like.
Just strutting.
Yeah, like yo, I don't have no guilt on my shoulders right now.
So
like,
he
I
goes
just
home
nut-
and his wife's
I
like,
nutted in a piece of
So
plastic.
goes home like, why do you smell like fucking silicone and rubber? Like,
It was
what
a
the
late
hell?
day at
You were
work,
back
buddy.
at that brothel, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it'll take time, though, you know what I mean? Like, your wife smelling your dick, at first, like, she's not gonna know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, oh, it smells like plastic. Well, he wasn't cheating on me, at least. Until, like, you know, this would be like a thing in, like, 10 years, women will be like, I smell plastic on your dick, Charles. Oh, fuck.
Listen,
But that's the question.
I'm not mad at it.
Is it considered cheating if you fuck a doll?
That's a
I
question.
guess
to
it's
put out to
considered
everybody.
masturbation.
I agree.
I just consider masturbation. Masturbation ain't cheating.
Yo, man, if
Yeah.
women are fucking putting dildos in there, whatever.
Yo, facts.
Stop this.
Facts me that, actually. Yo, drop the air horn. I cannot do an air horn, by the way.
Whatever. Sex is sex. People like sex. You know, like that's the one thing. We all exist because of sex. So I did not give a fuck what people do and how they fuck personally. It's like, hey man, that's your business. I fuck how I fuck. You fuck how you fuck. I don't care.
Yeah, it's
You know what I'm
fine.
saying? Like, you're not in my bedroom. Will I get my shit on?
I think I will fully respect 50 again when he just admits that he likes his ass licked. You know what I mean?
Didn't Vivica Fox say that shit?
Yeah.
Whatever,
And 50
man.
like did you see him on Drink Champs though?
I'm not
And
even
he
gonna
like
lie.
brings it up and then like he's like, I know everyone in here let someone lick their ass before. And like there's like
Yeah.
one girl who's like, yeah. And
I'm
like
not
no one else in the base like, I know you lying. He's
I'm
so
not even
drunk.
gonna lie.
It's
She's like,
hilarious.
listen, okay, hold on. So when I was growing up,
He's like, yeah,
especially-
fucking it happened.
when I was growing up, especially black guys, never ever admit to A, jerking off, or
And
B,
sucking pussy.
eating pussy. No bowcat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's still-
But then by the time I got to like university, high school, or university, college age, it was like, yeah, I fucking jerked off like 5 times before I even got here. That's what these guys would be saying to me, like, oh shit. Then all of a sudden I started hearing black guys talking about like, yeah, I'll eat the fucking pussy, I'll eat, eat the peach for an hour. Then all of a sudden, by the time I'm like 30, now everyone's talking about the eat booty gang or whatever, and I'm like, okay, so you guys are doing this, like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had girlfriends from high school, like, fuck, she just out the shower, I've been eating that booty since I was 17, but, like, you know what I'm saying? You guys would have ostracized my ass if I ever admitted to that at 17. Now, all of a sudden, you guys are fucking 30 talking about, yeah, fucking I eat the booty, da-da-da, this and that. But that seems to be the hottest kind of, like, sexual trend in the last 10 years, is the fucking eating booty. It's so fucking weird.
Everything gets
I
more.
do
you know,
agree, I do
so
agree,
called
actually.
shit.
I seen a headline the other day that said, I know it was from a satire site,
Yeah.
but it just showed some nasty-ass picture I don't even want to envision again, but it was like, scientists say studies show that straight men enjoy having their ass eaten.
Man, it is what it is. Some guys like the rusty
I
trombones,
was
some
like,
guys
satire
don't,
news
bro.
site, and I'm like, really? That's your approach?
It's weird though, man. Like, sexual culture is so different from what it was even 20 years. Like, it's just so.
Well, what it
open,
was, I think,
so-
was always there, it just was hidden.
Kind of.
And even like freaky people had like a filter
Kind
back
of.
then. It's like, oh, I'm not telling my friend that I like my ass eaten, but you
Yeah.
know, I tell whatever this and that,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
fucking the ass, whatever, some shit like that.
But with
But,
the advent of, like, internet
as time,
porn-
people are like, oh, I can freely tell like my slut friends that like I let
Yeah.
dudes
Guys go
wipe
in and.
shit dick on my face and fucking.
People are worried about dogs.
I put my tongue in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Don't worry
common
about
fucking
fucking-
now.
yeah,
All right,
don't worry
cool.
about
Yo, I've
dolls.
been doing this since '75.
I can't believe you still had that picture up on the fucking screen till your screen just went blank.
Yes.
Jesus. Oh, wow.
Yeah, people, we got people just
It's
tuning
a
in right
wild
now just to
episode.
peep from sex dolls and like, oh yeah,
Turono Talks, episode 4, the fucking sex doll episode.
my
Don't know
goodness.
how it happened, but it did.
Yo, we should start naming the episodes. This is where we start. This
Yeah.
one is definitely the
It's a
sex doll episode.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
shout
if
out
we
to the technology of sex dolls.
name every episode something that kind of took theme that week in Toronto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you kind of have like a history
Well,
lesson. with that.
membership.
This
Hey,
one's definitely
they got
no
pretty.
sex
They
dolls.
got, well, you can get $2 for $160.
Yo.
For half an hour.
We got the rates.
There's
Okay.
rates here.
All right,
All right,
yo,
break down
now
the rates, bro.
that's
Break
cheaper.
down the
That's
rates.
cheaper than the Harvey's hookers.
Well, yeah, I guess economics. All right, so what's the rates?
Oh,
Tell
shit.
me
All
the
right,
rates,
so
man.
let's look here. We're gonna get the rates. We're really going this deep into this right now.
It's weird.
Yo, I might finna go try one of these bad boys.
Society has jumped the shark. We got rates on sex doll brothels by the hour.
All right.
What do you do with $2?
Well, that is a good question.
Seriously, what do you do
I
with
have to
$2?
How do you
myself the
stand
first-
them up?
Yeah,
right?
like, what do you like? What the fuck?
You gotta do all the work.
Maybe if you get a really big cup, you can put them both on the brim, and then it's your own version.
What does it
of-
sound like in
Two
those
girls in
movies?
one
It's gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
Just one guy like talking to himself, like,
Yeah,
hey, baby,
like, at least a
dolls don't
threesome with
respond?
2 girls that are real girls. Like one can lick your balls, or so you know. What I mean, there's a use.
Do they even make
What's the
sex
use of
sex
2
noises?
dolls?
Wow.
Do they just like? Is there like a?
Hope they make noises. Like,
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
is
it's
there,
gonna
like,
make a noise of like when you're washing your dishes and you fucking
No, I mean, like,
cleaning the
sex
plastic,
noises, like-
you're cleaning your microwave
Yo,
with
what if the new
Tupperware.
form of DJing in 20 years is sex doll fucking?
What the fuck? Hey, you never know, man. That's yeah,
How do these guys get these scratches on these records? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Oh, we have it. Yes.
sampled fucking finger blast in a sex doll.
they even got
That's
sex
weird.
dolls of the porn
That's
stars.
fucking
They got
weird.
porn star sex dolls. Like they body.
No, they have the body parts like mold.
No, but now they actually have. You can get whatever character you want.
Yo, Mike
weird,
Stoan
man.
is well informed.
No,
on
no,
this
they're just
subject.
there. They're just there.
All right. What's these rates? Let's
Facts
break
are
down the
facts.
rates.
We going to the rates?
Yeah, the per
Yeah.
hour rates
Do
of
the
these
people
sex
want to
doll
know the
brothels.
per hour rates of the
Yes.
sex dolls?
Yes, they do.
I think they
do.
want to know just as much as I do. Alright. A half hour will get you $80 with 1 doll. With 2 dolls, it's $100. What the fuck? There's not even a deal on that. What are they gonna do? Usually we charge you more for the second doll,
They
but
couldn't even
since,
give you 140.
like, come on,
Oh,
yo, that's bad business. Like, I would not buy Coke from you.
I guess not. So it's what, 160 for $2?
Yeah.
That's an ounce of weed right there.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you'd be the worst drug dealer. Like, motherfucker, you hooking me up. With this
Yeah.
doll. If I double up, you giving me a better price.
Yeah, right?
I-
Right?
1 hour.
Bulk discount?
1 hour with $1 is $120. So you get a better rate if you do it for a
$2,
longer period of time with
yeah.
the same doll. Then if
Okay.
so it's like, oh, so someone does have to clean these motherfuckers. Oh!
Of course they
That's
do.
that's the math right there. Now it
course
makes
they
sense.
do.
That guy probably gets paid like a good $20 an hour to clean the
better.
jizz out of that
Do you remember
motherfucker.
Special Key's video where, like, for a hot second, he was a fucking jizz mopper in a porn shop?
What?
Yo, there's a Special Key music video where he's, like, doing construction and all this weird
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
and
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that
There's an
part.
actual
No.
job called the jizz mopper.
No, there's a part where he's working in a porno shop and he's like, he's got
Oh,
the fucking
he's the
bucket.
mopper.
Yeah, he's the mopper.
Okay,
In the fucking
okay,
booth,
okay.
the viewing booth or
I thought
whatever.
you were talking about a bluffer for a second. I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here.
No,
This
just,
does not
I
exist.
just remember that video. I remember like the first time I met him, I brought that up and we laughed so fucking
Oh
hard.
man,
but, yeah.
Spesh is the fucking homie. Shout out
Yeah,
Spesh.
shout out
Okay.
Spesh Kid.
Where's,
That
where's he at
motherfucker
anyways? I
He's
don't
living
know.
in what the fuck is it? Chatham.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chatham. All right, what else rates we got here?
All right,
man?
we gotta keep going through these rates. All right, 2 hours,
No.
$240. So you don't even
No
get a
discount,
deal for the
yeah.
second hour.
Nothing.
You get no deals in
Nothing.
twos.
This guy's gonna go raw. He's just gonna be like, he's
Or
gonna be so
adults
raw
who
from
give-
the plastic and silicone. It's
You're
gonna
not
be
getting
gross.
any discount for a double up at Orange.
Well, I wonder if they're gonna use condoms.
$480 for so like okay. Let's see if it gets better once you get into like the bulk
Yeah,
here.
yo,
so 3
no,
hours.
that's a good question.
Yeah.
Will they have to use condoms? There's gonna have to be some safety regulations
Well,
on
me
this.
myself, I'm just not an advocate of condoms. Yo,
Yeah, you
shout
got the
out
No
to
Condom
No
podcast.
Condom podcast every Wednesday.
Look at
New
that.
episode out right now.
We got-
Episode 35. Check that shit. No
We got
Condom
that what's that
podcast go on
comment there?
YouTube. Yeah.
We got a comment, I think from
Yeah,
Jeremiah.
yeah.
What's he saying over there?
No, yeah. There's been jizz moppers forever though. Shout out to Aqua Lounge. They need a union.
I think my boy Osaze DJ is there. Shout out DJ Osaze. I know.
Yo,
if I'm not
this
mistaken,
episode is
Osaze
a
might DJ her.
fucking rap.
I know he DJs at some, kind of like a real, or he did at a crazy
I wonder if
spot like
Aqua
that.
Lounge is gonna start having these
That's
Yo.
like
these
a
bar.
Aqua Lounge is
No,
like,
but
it's
I
like
mean,
a brothel
if,
type
I
spot,
know
right?
that. That's what
Like
I'm
an
saying. I wonder
adult
if
party spot,
they-
right?
Yeah, but I wonder if they're gonna get
Have you DJ'd
somebody. No, and I've been there though.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not on the freaky shit.
Okay.
But fucking, I wonder if they're gonna get the dolls. They
That's
might.
fucking
I saw a,
weird.
a promo for these dolls in Chinatown.
For sure.
In Chinatown, so
For sure.
it's gonna spread.
But no, they're gonna have to have some safety regulations. So I'm assuming these guys are gonna have to strap up before they go into these dolls.
I fucking hope not. I definitely ain't paying $360 for 3 hours with $1 and not
This
getting
just
the
sounds like
fucking nut.
the more that I think about it, this just sounds like a real fucking
That's
safety
crazy.
hazard.
Yeah.
Like whoever's cleaning this just gonna have to be in a fucking biohazard suit.
All right,
just like
here's my next question then.
washing the dolls
So
out.
we came to
Like,
the conclusion it's not cheating if it's a sex doll, right?
Apparently
like
not.
We can pass on from that?
Apparently
All
not.
right. So what spreads
It's weird.
disease better? The vagina of a sex doll or the vagina of a human?
Probably the vagina of a sex doll, to be completely fucking
You
honest
think
with
though?
you.
There's no
I
moisture.
think-
Where the bodily
There's
fluid
no
is?
moisture.
I think over
Where's the
time, yes.
blood?
It's-
Unless it's his blood.
I don't know, man. I think
Oh,
that
man,
you
I
have,
don't wanna think
mold
about
and-
that now, yo,
mold and
that's
bacteria
crazy.
and all types of shit. That's just gonna
Yeah,
get
like what if you
trapped
got
in
like
there.
what
That's
if
just
dude
fucking
before you
gross.
had like herpes all over?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, you
Like,
probably
You had like blisters
that's-
busting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo.
But
That's just fucking nasty.
That's
This
false.
whole thing is the more that I think about it, it's just like, how did they let this pass?
Yeah, like what's
At
this
first I'm like,
about?
yeah, this is okay, but
Yeah,
now
I was with it. I was with it, but now that we think about it, it's kind of fucked up.
fucked up to the maximum. This is really nasty. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta strap up.
Wait, this is
before
what I'm
you
saying.
go
Hold on
into
a second. Hold on.
Go get the strap.
Guy's gonna be sitting there with fucking
Hold on.
rubbing
Go get
alcohol,
the strap.
cleaning the doll for like 2 hours.
Yeah, and then you get rubbing alcohol on your dick and it dries that shit out, and then you end up with blisters and you think it's herpes.
Jesus Christ. This is just a horrible idea. Like, they're gonna have to throw dolls out by the week. I mean, like, they new dolls. It's so nasty.
Go get the strap.
But I respect the hustle.
I
I respect the hustle.
Yo, I respect the hustle too, yo. And if you
Yo,
wanna
they're
make-
gonna start sex
if you want to
trafficking
make sex
fucking
doll brothels
dolls.
legal, I'm all for it. I don't
That's
give a
no.
fuck.
What would be
And
crazy?
there-
What
there's
if this
a lot
becomes
of-
a new form of pimping? Instead
Yeah,
of
it
pimping
could be.
women, guys
They're
just like,
gonna be
yo, I
pimping
got these dolls.
Well,
I'm gonna rent them
then,
out to you for an
yeah,
hour.
say
Come over to
word.
my crib, choose your
Well,
doll,
then, yeah.
go home, bring them back on Monday. You know, like that. And they got like GPS chips or whatever, so they know where the fucking doll's at. Like
Then they
that's
have to
the
change
new.
the saying from pimping ain't easy to pimping's real easy.
Yeah, just you need
But
that
you know what's
startup
fucked up
fund.
too? They got that for pedophiles too. They
Yes,
got
they do.
pedophiles.
That goes
Oh
on.
yeah, so yo, what about that? Are they gonna fucking make dolls like for like will
They
that
already
become
do.
cool?
They already,
pedophiles?
yes, they already have little kid
That's
dolls. I've
fucked
seen
up.
like
That's
it's just-
fucked up.
it's
That's
horrible.
like-
It's horrible. That's what I'm saying. Like
That's
this whole
not
thing is a
cool.
slippery
That's not
slope
cool.
into like what the fuck is wrong
the
with
thing
men
is-
today?
And what's going to happen?
This is a
Everything is
slippery
a slippery
slope.
slope.
It's just
Everything
weird.
is slippery slope.
You
That's the
kinda
problem.
Yo, Jeremiah said this has been the funniest episode. Just juvenile shit.
It
Yo,
kinda
speaking of
is.
juvenile, you drove that fat ass being there.
Yo, listen, go back and listen to Han now. That's a badass track.
No, I was gonna bring that up earlier about tracks that I never got.
Yo, Han is
Yo,
dope. Han
Han's-
is badass.
Alright, yo,
I love Han.
fuck it, I'm gonna
Read
get
the
my
lyrics.
haters on me
Read
today.
the lyrics
Yo,
to Han.
Ha
Han is dope.
is one of the worst rap
No,
songs of
it
all
is,
time.
but it's a dope rap
No,
song.
man.
You don't have fat ass being there.
Listen,
You
think-
don't keep it
Look,
lit.
no,
Could you
think
keep
about this
it
as a
in
writer
the
now.
fan?
Think about
You
this
wanna
as a
go to
writer
court,
now.
man.
You write raps yourself. Think about it as a writer now. How simple it was, but like it's like, yo, that kind of works. Now just as a writer.
Yeah.
Now if you actually break
Back
down
that
what
ass
he's
up
saying,
work more.
no, but if you break down what he's saying, he's talking about some real doped out motherfuckers in like the fourth ward or fifth ward, whatever he's from. You really listen, you're like, oh shit, this sounds like some fucking heroin junkie who fucked up and some guy who's been robbing people. He's really breaking down his ward to a T where you're like, oh, I get it. So once you kind of understand what he's talking about and you see the images in the video, you're like, yo, this shit's grimy as hell.
I don't know. I heard Doug Prez came up with the concept and they chopped it to like Jay-Z or someone who denied it, and then Juvie took it.
Okay, well, regardless, like when you put the images to what he's saying and you kind of break it down,
I
you're
heard
like,
that. I don't know if
man,
that's
this is
factual
this
at
is-
all.
Sure,
Yeah,
but
it's
hey,
That's like hip hop.
He's just talking about like heroin addicts in his ward. And you're like, man,
you
this
can't
is
do
crazy.
nothing but love, Fresh Hand. You wonder what we're gonna do next time.
Now you that man that can't keep an old lady because you keep nailing all of her friends, huh? You know, you
You
seen
gotta
some
go
real
to court,
shit.
Hand. You get child support, Hand.
Yeah.
You into the bird, Hand.
Some real shit.
I know you tripping. You ain't trying to say a word, Hand.
Some real shit. Look, not
You
everybody
bust one of
lives.
them heads, Hand.
Listen,
Scared, Hand.
listen, I'm gonna break it down like this. Not everybody lives a normal life. I've lived in a few housing complexes where that song, when you understand it, you're like, oh fuck, this is life here to a T. That's this guy over here. That's this one over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you've lived in complexes and you kind of lived there for a while, that song, that's a fucking perfect representation of living in a fucking project. No word of a lie. Like, straight to a T. It was like, oh shit, okay, I get it. Because your boys will have child support issues or catches charges for bullshit. Might catch a charge just for going to his girl's house just to pick up his kid, and she wants to start shit, but the cops come through and they put a charge on him just for having an argument, and he never touched her, but she called the cops. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, he loses his job, loses his license, he gets hooked on this, and you're like, fuck, dude, that's a crazy spiral, but it all happened because of one night. You know what I'm saying? So that song is a perfect representation of some real fucked up grimy shit, and you know, if you live in a project, you might be like, okay, I could kind of associate with that a little bit more and get it a little bit more.
I mean, yeah, I appreciate Hot for what it is. I just think it's like one of those songs.
Nah, I you know what? Going back now that I'm older,
that's like
Silk
the Shocker level of lyricism right there. Yeah.
Nah, because Silk couldn't stay
from
on
a
beat.
technical point of view. That's one of the most offbeat hip hop songs of all time, huh? You can't do nothing but that first hand. You wanna know what we're gonna do next hand? You know, like, man, it was all over the fucking place. There's no highs on like claps and nothing. Like highs just everywhere. It's like, sometimes like he's got a full sentence of words and he has to like jumble everything else just to fit the hat in.
But it was also the first time that on a mainstream hip hop level we were introduced to bounce music from New Orleans. So it had to clap. We weren't used to the dun, dun, you know, saying that.
Yeah. The beat's sick, like, yo, trust me, I still jam the Hot.
No, for
you know, when I was young, I really fucked with Hot. Then when I like really got into lyricism stuff, I used to go back and listen to Hot on Friday nights with my homies and laugh our asses off. We'd be like, yo, this shit is hilarious. What, though, man? Like Silk the Shocker.
Sometimes you can sacrifice lyrics for a good song, though. You know what I'm saying? I've done that a few times. Like, you know what? Fuck being the most lyrical miracle dude. Let me just fucking write something that's straight from the heart and you don't have to be the most lyrical shit.
Juvy's got songs that are fire. Just that song to me is not.
Of course. Slow Motion.
Yeah.
You know,
he's got more fire songs than that, though. Juvy's got like an artist people sleep on, but his B-sides, like his album cuts,
is crazy.
Some of the album cuts, like Rich and like yo shit like that, like yo, like those tracks are fire as shit. Like Juvie, like I used to really fuck with Cash Money back in the day. And like I said, like I love how like you understand's fire. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like, and it's like Juvie was like almost like one thing I say is Master P was the biggest gimmick rapper of all time. He created the gimmick. Like first it was like bout it, then it was ooh wee or who bout that. Yeah. Or, like it was always like a wobble, shake it, shake. Like there was always just like a 2-word or like repeated word like kind of gimmick thing.
Well,
like
a lot of Master P, if you really, you know what I'm saying, like if you really watch him, a lot of him was just mimicking. He was just mimicking Pimp C.
It was all just gimmick.
Yeah, it was kind of gimmick, but he was just mimicking Pimp C, and he had a business acumen that other dudes didn't have.
Yeah, fuck with Master P though.
To that
fucking Master P though, hard.
Yeah, some stuff that's about it is probably my favorite Master P track. I really like About It, especially the remix with Cam and.
Yo, About It 2 with Mia X is fire. Yeah. People sleep on that one.
A lot of people don't know that Bun was writing a lot of lyrics for, I think, for Mia X and for other people.
Oh, word. Yeah, yo, Bun B slept on too. Bun B's super dope.
Yeah. Absolutely. Shout out Bun B.
Bun B's super dope.
I don't know, what was it? Someone had mentioned that it was like Bun B's birthday or Pimp C's birthday or something the other day. So shout out those dudes. Shout out UGK, man. They're dope. I love UGK.
Yo, tell me you guys have heard Pregnant Pussy by UGK.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it's off their underground shit from like '89. Yeah, that shit's so fire.
Yeah, when she talking about
got an extra kick, like sweet tip pop down your dick. Sometimes I swing high, sometimes I swing low. Sometimes I like to fuck a pregnant bitch on my flow.
You know what's fucked up? So I read LL's book. He was really
and I love when I bust an old nut because I know a little baby gon' eat it all up.
Shout out Pimp C's.
Pregnant pussy is the best you could get.
I remember when my brother told me he did that
while a baby suck your dick.
I was like, say word.
That's the nastiest song. Like, that precedes Big L and shit. Like that's like the first grimy song in hip hop. Pregnant Pussy.
If you read LL Cool J's bio, he talked about like for some reason he had a thing for like pregnant chicks when he was on tour at one point. Yeah,
because he probably fucked so much shit. He's like, well,
so weird.
I need something else to get me off. This is before the internet. He couldn't just watch some like crazy like fucking a zebra shit to get him off. He's like, all right, I really got to experience something different. Man. These around the way girls just ain't doing it for me no more.
It's definitely.
I don't want to be that type of guy, but.
Just the roundaway girls weren't doing it. The
So
hoop earrings couldn't cut it anymore.
Not even the
Roundaway
big old
pregnant
butt.
girls.
The big old butt couldn't even do it. You know what I'm
They
saying?
gotta be pregnant. They gotta be pregnant.
We should
He
wind this
started
down. We got about 5 minutes,
he
by the
started
way.
needing pink cookies in plastic bags and crushing them with buildings.
Buildings, yeah. I kind of, I've
I
always
still
wondered.
don't know what the fuck you
That's
said.
What the
yo.
fuck
But
does
if
that
you
mean?
ever listen to the song,
Yeah.
he says it right in the beginning.
Yeah.
The act of making love.
Yeah.
Pink cookies in a plastic bag. Like
Yeah.
everyone's like, even Nori interviewed him, and he's like, "Yo, I never knew what you meant by that." It's like.
Yeah.
He says it right at
Yeah.
the beginning. The first thing he says on the song.
And the biggest
the
thing is
act of making love.
He used all the rap.
The
all
dick is the
rappers
big
in
building,
there.
the pink cookie is the pussy, and the plastic bag's the condom. He was wearing his Jimmy hat, and that's why I do not endorse
The
that song,
cleanest.
LL Cool J.
The cleanest.
No, I love that song.
Yeah, it's a dope record. I like the fact that he put
Evil.
all the rappers' names in there.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
my thing is, I didn't know what it meant, but I knew now that you're explaining
Yeah,
it. Now I
yeah,
get it. But I'm just like, I gotta re-listen to that record again.
Yeah, and he even said, like...
That's a
and
fucking
the
creative
funny
joint.
thing is...
That's a creative joint.
Yeah,
You
it
got, like,
is.
5
And the
minutes.
funny thing is, in the song, like, it's all right there for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But when, like, Nori asked him about it, he's like, man, I was so high when I made that record.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. I heard that. He's like, I don't
so,
even
like,
really know what I was
don't
talking
really
about.
know what I was
kinda
talking
know.
about,
Yeah.
but he's like, you know, like, basically, like, I was just, like, high and, like,
Yeah.
something about, like, I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
about
yeah.
sex, and then, like, I was, like, pink cookies in plastic bags.
That's crazy.
crushed my
That's
building.
crazy.
And just, like, when I was a kid, I remember looking at that song, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it took me until I was, like, more adult, and I went
Yeah.
back and listened. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is the first thing he says in the fucking
Yeah.
song. The
Yeah.
act of making love.
Yeah.
Pink cookies in the plastic. And I'm like, yeah,
I
it makes
remember
sense
singing
to
that
me
as a
now.
kid.
That
and
makes
I
sense
didn't
to
know
me
the
now.
fuck he was talking about. Till
Yo,
then.
that shit's fire, man. Yo,
Yeah.
14 Shots of the Dome is LL's most slept on album,
I
hands
might go
down.
back and, you know, might go and bump
Produced
that
by
one.
Marley Marl, but personally, I like it more than Mama Said Knock You Out.
Yeah.
Like, it's got jams on it. All we got left is the beat. Like, yo, LL on the political tip was dope.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's a good album.
I
It's a
feel
good
you.
album.
I feel you.
They might use Pass Me By before Farside did.
Mm-hmm.
The Quincy Jones sample, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go back and check that one still.
Yeah, yeah.
But yo,
We wrapping up at
We
the end of the
wrapping up.
episode right now, and I actually pause. I don't wrap it up.
you know, you gonna wrap it up? Nah. But yo,
podcast.
I'm next week. I'm not gonna be here. I'm going to Cuba.
So,
as a matter of fact,
is
1 week
Specs
from
gonna
today.
sit in for us?
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's
Yo,
figure out if Specs is gonna
Specs
sit in.
was watching before.
What's
Yeah,
Specs-
no,
what's
we're
Specs
Specs at
got?
I don't know if he's still watching.
Left us. I will Specs if you want to come and sit in for for myself next week. If not, fuck, I don't know. Someone else can.
I'll work
I
it
don't
out.
know, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I won't be here next week. I'm going to Cuba. This is my first time on an airplane, so I'm shit.
Oh, say word.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm
Don't worry
scared,
about it,
bro.
man. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, you'll be
Alright.
fine, bro. You'll be fine.
I got no kush for a week. That's
Oh,
gonna be a little
Nah, you'll be
intimidating
fine.
as well.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I hope so.
Yo,
You know,
not smoking weed is hype.
kind of, sort
Well,
of.
you can drink, yeah. So
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't like.
Not
I
doing
drink, but I
all-inclusive?
don't drink a lot. You know what I mean? But I will let you guys know
Yeah.
how much I drank
Yeah.
when I come back.
I'm just a smoker. I don't drink a lot.
Yeah, and then when we come back, we got the snack show. But yeah, that'll be a dope episode. So I'm coming back
Promo
on
that.
a Wednesday. I hope I'm back in time. If I'm back on time, I'll have all the interesting Cuba
Yeah.
stories and
All right, so
my
we gotta
first
find
vacation
a
stories
co-host
and-
for this week,
All right.
and then we gotta keep one in mind potentially for the
I
last.
should be back.
for
Yeah.
next week.
I should be back. If not, I'll let you guys
we'll
know.
figure it
Alright.
out. We'll figure
You know
it
We
out.
gotta figure that out.
Yeah, man. So that's gonna be my first trip. I'm looking forward to it, man. And fuck, man. Me and yourself being Maloney, myself being Dustin. We're
Yeah.
opening up for Snack the Ripper.
I will
September
be bringing
13th.
2 sex doll prostitutes out on stage with me, so
Okay,
we'll give you guys a
okay.
full demonstration of how they
That's
work.
what's up.
And I will give them my snack and rip them apart.
Oh shit! I like that. I like that. We got to shout out, Matt Almeida for hooking us up and
Yeah,
putting us
for
on
sure,
that
for
show.
sure.
So shout out Matt Almeida. I know he's not watching because we see on the top. He's not, but shout out Jeremiah for
Lee's
watching on the
Palace,
episode.
or sorry, Lee's, yeah.
Exactly.
And
Lee's Palace.
the cave.
No, we actually got moved downstairs, so we're
Okay.
going downstairs in Lee's Palace, not the dance cave. So Snack the Ripper, get at
Okay,
myself
okay.
or get at Maloney for some tickets because we need to sell those tickets out. And you know what I'm saying, Snack the Ripper's a dope
It'll be a
motherfucking
big
rapper.
show, man. Shit.
It
Snack
will.
the Ripper hasn't been here for 2 years, I don't think, has he?
I
Or was he here
DJed for
last year?
him
Oh
at
yeah, you're right.
Nocturne.
You did, because I was back behind the decks with you. Yeah. That was a
Okay,
hype
okay.
night. Yeah, so he was
That was
here
a crazy
since.
fucking night.
That was a
really great
crazy
night,
night.
man.
That was when I was single, man. Yo, I got lit.
Okay,
Yo,
I had to work.
Yo,
I had to fucking work. I got paid,
paused.
so
I got
that's all I
paused on
care.
that. We can't talk anymore about that. That was a good night.
I got paid. That's all that matters to me. And I opened up for Snack once and Berry, so I'm
Yeah.
getting open up
I've
for
never
him again.
opened for him,
He's
so
dope.
I was
like him.
already had it
He's
lined
cool
up
dude.
to interview him that night.
Yeah.
So then when I got the show. I'm like, yeah, dope. Now I'm two birds, one stone. My favorite thing
He's
to
a
do.
really cool fucking guy,
super
man.
cool.
Super down to earth. So we're opening up for Snack the Ripper. Hit us up at tickets, please, because we want to make the show a success. And again, shout out Matt Almeida hooking us up with that one. That's the day after I come back from Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
What you got going on, my brother? You got anything going on over the next week or so?
I totally forgot.
Oh man. Okay.
I'm not gonna even mention it because it might not happen.
Okay.
So I'll just keep it quiet for now.
Okay. I'm also doing Chief Rekka's release
Oh, yeah,
party
Scarbarian
Saturday
Nights?
night. Yeah, Scarbarian Nights, man. So I'm doing that Saturday night. We doing that out in Scarborough.
Word up.
You know what I mean? Hit up my Facebook page. You'll see where we're doing that. My Instagram, my IG, and shout out Chief Rekka, man. It's gonna be a dope fucking show. And yo, what you got going on? You know, what's going on while I'm gone, man? What you guys gonna do when I'm gone? Fuck.
I will. I'm gonna keep it disclosed until it's legal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I like it. I like it. I like
Don't
it.
figure out the topic, man. There's always
That's
something
what's up,
coming.
man.
There's always something going on.
I'm just playing, but yeah, man, we got No Counting Podcast every Wednesday. Check that out. New episode 25 up right now, and you can check them out every Wednesday to follow. And aside from that, what the hell else am I doing? T-Dot Fest is this Sunday, so hit up T-Dot Fest. You know what I'm saying? We'll be there. We'll be backstage, doing interviews and shit. But come say what up if you're in the area. Yeah, that's Sunday.
Yeah.
And I'm going to some like music conference, like networking thing on Saturday night.
Okay.
So that's nothing like that's public. It's an invite-only thing. So I might as well just leave that out. I forget I even said that. And yeah, I don't know. That's it.
I'm in.
And this podcast, we're gonna light you up with a crazy host. Maybe we'll get a sex doll in here for this.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
I'm getting replaced.
I should have taken on test the product or something. Product testing.
All right, man. Turono Talks. That's what's up, man.
Yep,
To all my white boys out there, make sure you use your motherfucking moisturizer. We're trying to teach y'all about that shit. That should be our new tagline. We should end off every show saying to all our white friends, use that moisturizer.
Use that moisturizer.
Just a reminder. It's a public
Keep
reminder.
The moisture real.
Yeah.
Don't get soggy.
We're trying to educate y'all on the benefits of moisturizer and fucking lotion. You know what I'm saying? So use that shit. Enjoy your evening. Toronto Talks. What up? Peace. We out. Do your thing.
Yeah.
A fucking sex doll episode.
Well, I gotta watch that shit over. Like I still gotta watch the other ones, but I knew.
Oh man.
Someone's gonna get offended somehow. So
Man.
I'm actually
You gotta
gonna
break it
post
down
that.
over there.
I'm gonna have to
Shout out
try to
Jeremiah, man. Jeremiah watched the whole episode. That's our homie, man.
Hey.
I'm gonna take parts of
You know
it,
what?
post it on
It's good if
Mindbenders.
people get offended.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it on Mindbenders.
Can you hit the M button over there?
People get offended.
On
We
Mindbenders
about to smoke
post.
some.